and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability. For all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs, your project can rely on Ackerman Esfold. Find them online at ackermanesfold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esfold. Find them at ackermanesfold.com.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Systems go for lunch when supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for Planet Pizza.
When shopping for your next vehicle, shop Drive Chevrolet Buick, the dealer with the hometown buying experience and the big town inventory. Drive Chevrolet Buick has locations in Bottineau, Rugby, and Harvey. Browse the massive inventory online at drivechevrolet.com. New and used selections with small town prices. Our deals are worth the drive. drivechevrolet.com.
Hi, this is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We want to wish all student athletes good luck this season, and may the friendships you make and lessons you learn last a lifetime. At First International Bank and Trust, we're more than a bank. We're a family, a partner in the community where we live and work. We're proud of all that you are accomplishing and can't wait to see what your future holds. Good luck to all the teams. First International Bank and Trust, live first.
This presentation of the PSP Network is brought to you by Beaupre Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, First Western Bank and Trust, the UPS Store, Qdoba, and Arbo Photography.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
When shopping for your next vehicle, shop Drive Chevrolet Buick, the dealer with the hometown buying experience and the big town inventory. Drive Chevrolet Buick has locations in Bottineau, Rugby, and Harvey. Browse the massive inventory online at drivechevrolet.com. New and used selections with small town prices. Our deals are worth the drive. drivechevrolet.com.
Ackerman Esfold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability. For all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs, your project can rely on Ackerman Esfold. Find them online at ackermanesfold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esfold. Find them at ackermanesfold.com.
Systems go for lunch when supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza.
For the third time this year, the Minot High Magicians and Bottineau-Rugby Braves come together on a 200 by 80 sheet of ice. Tonight, it's the biggest game of the year for both teams. Maybe the biggest game in program history for Bottineau-Rugby. The winner advances to the region championship game on Saturday afternoon. And more importantly, a ticket to the state high school hockey tournament is on the line tonight. Good evening and welcome into the Planet Pizza pregame show. Planet Pizza, the area's ultimate party location. School parties, team parties, birthday parties, and so much more. They truly are out of this world. Planet Pizza can be reached tonight at 701-852-1700. I'm Nick Holberg. Glad to have you aboard tonight for what should be an absolute war between two hated rivals inside of North Dakota West Region High School hockey that have a different tail in the tape here in 2021, but they're two teams that have hit their stride at the right time of the year. Bottineau, number 6 in the West Region, 7-8 for a record, 8-8 overall with their win in the first round of the WDA tournament over Jamestown. We'll get to that in a moment. Minot High, the number 2 seed. They tied for first with Century. They lost the tiebreaker, so they're the number 2 seed coming into the tournament here, and they sit on a 14-2 mark inside of West Region play. Added extra win for them with the 4-0 win over Dickinson just 2 nights ago. Nevertheless, it's going to be fun when these two teams get together, but you add the tournament atmosphere, 3 busloads of kids from Bottineau-Rugby coming down. The red, white, and blue theme for the Minot High student section of the Magi Mania hashtag that's been going along with Magi hockey. And we know we're in store for a good one tonight. Will we see any dead rabbits on the ice? That's a question mark for me tonight. You never know. Tournament time. And it's here on the PSP Network. Glad to have you folks aboard for the Planet Pizza pregame show. Let's take a look at how the tournament is shaping up to this point right now as we get through day number 1 with some upsets, and one of them was the Bottineau-Rugby game over Jamestown, a 7-4 victory. That was at Wilson Ice Arena. Guess who? Ian Amsbaugh, a hat trick and 2 assists. He was in on 5 of the 7 goals scored. He's really hit his stride here at the end of the year. Bottineau-Rugby advances with that victory over Jamestown. Jamestown was the number 3 seed, and Bottineau advances for the matchup tonight against Minot, who took down number 7 Dickinson. 4-0 to score that night. That was Tuesday here at the Pepsi rink. And the Magi had 4 separate players score in the hockey game, and Trey Sortland picked up his 12th shutout at Minot High School. And it was a big one for the Magi, who took down the Midgets in round number 1. Bismarck High, the number 4 seed, fell to Williston on Tuesday afternoon. Williston, the number 5 seed. That was a 4-1 hockey game. And the Coyotes advance into the semifinals to take on Bismarck Century. The Patriots, the number 1 seed, they barely got by Mandan. 2-0 to score at the VFW Sports Center. Zane Clausen came up with 38 saves. The goaltender for Mandan, he was big on Tuesday night, to say the least. So that sets up tonight. Century and Williston. That game was 2-1 at the end of the first period. We'll see if we can get an update for you there. Minot and Bottineau-Rugby in semifinal number 2. Later on tonight, Mandan and Bismarck High at the VFW Sports Center at 7:30. And also Dickinson at Jamestown at the Wilson Arena for the Midgets and the Blue Jays. The Demons and the Braves from Mandan need to win to stay alive. So do the Midgets and the Blue Jays, or else their season is done. One of those teams will move on. And the loser of this game here tonight of Minot and Bottineau-Rugby will take on the winner of Bismarck High and Mandan on Saturday afternoon here at the Pepsi Rink at 1 p.m. Loser of Bismarck Century and Williston will take on the winner of Dickinson and Jamestown at 10 a.m. here on Saturday. The winner of this matchup and the winner of the Century Williston matchup will play for the region championship coming up on Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock before Minot State hosts the University of Jamestown. We'll have a full day of coverage for you on Saturday. Happy to do it. High school hockey tournament time. Are you kidding me? This is the best time of the year. It's like Christmas times 10 for us hockey folks. Hope you folks are tuned in and ready for a good one here tonight. Usually is anytime these two teams get together. It's the Planet Pizza pregame show here on the PSP Network. Again, Planet Pizza proudly serving the Magic City for over 20 years. Call them now, 701-852-1700. Try their Blue Buffalo Pizza. You won't be disappointed. If you don't like spicy, maybe that's not the one for you. Maybe try the stuffed breadsticks with pepperoni, pineapple, and onion. That's my other go-to at Planet Pizza. They're out of this world. They bring you the pregame show here tonight. We'll come back. We're going to dive into the player matchup, dive into what we expect to see here tonight, and a look around the state of North Dakota with the top performers as well. Planet Pizza pregame show, WDA semifinal night. Oh boy, it's going to be a good one here tonight. Hope you're locked and loaded. The Braves and the Magi for a trip to state to the WDA crowd is on the line.
Systems go for lunch when supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for Planet Pizza.
This is Kevin Vigestead from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We want to wish all student athletes good luck this season, and may the friendships you make and lessons you learn last a lifetime. At First International Bank and Trust, we're more than a bank. We're a family, a partner in the community where we live and work. We're proud of all that you are accomplishing and can't wait to see what your future holds. Good luck to all the teams. First International Bank and Trust, live first.
When shopping for your next vehicle, shop Drive Chevrolet Buick, the dealer with the hometown buying experience and the big town inventory. Drive Chevrolet Buick has locations in Bottineau, Rugby, and Harvey. Browse the massive inventory online at drivechevrolet.com. New and used selections with small town prices. Our deals are worth the drive. drivechevrolet.com.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Arguably the state's best player, Ian Amsbaum, goes against arguably the best player in the blue paint in North Dakota in Trey Sortland. It should be a war tonight at the Pepsi Rink here at Mesa Arena. A trip to the state high school hockey tournament on the line for both clubs here tonight. For the Magi, that would be trip number 38. For the Braves from Bottineau-Rugby, it would be trip number 16. It's a big one tonight, and we've got the coverage for you live here on the PSP Network. Thanks to all those fine sponsors that help make these broadcasts possible, including Paul Siebert from State Farm Agency, bringing you the broadcast here tonight. Our go-to for insurance is Paul Siebert. We also want to thank Subway, Clean Tech, Garbo Photography, Beaupre Law Firm, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, Minot's Finest Collision Center for their continued support, the Minot Hockey Boosters, and United Agronomy. So many great people supporting our mission of promoting high school athletes across the board. We can't thank them enough, including our friends at Planet Pizza, the area's ultimate party location. They do have a lunch buffet Monday through Friday, 11 to 2. If you haven't tried Planet Pizza or it's been a while, you need to go back. It is fantastic. They bring you the pregame show tonight. Nick Holberg, glad to have you aboard here on the PSP Network as we get geared up for this matchup here tonight. Let's take a dive further into the numbers, brought to you by our friends at Magic City Inspections, the locally owned company that's committed to providing exceptional inspection services to ensure you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. Find them online, monetinspections.com, and a big thank you to Magic City Inspections. First, let's look across the state and the scoring chase. Where do the players in today's game rank? Well, there's a couple that are in the top 20 here in North Dakota. Let's start on the east side with three kids from Grand Forks Central. Panzer, Spicer, Kennelly. 53 points for Panzer, 50 for Spicer. Kennelly's got 49. Good luck competing with Grand Forks Central at the state high school hockey tournament. They might be a runaway train like ACDC always talked about. Ian Amsbaugh leads the West region. He's number 4 in North Dakota. Amsbaugh comes in with 40 points, coming in just 16 games played. Played 4 less games than those other gentlemen from the east side of the state that are above him, and he's 13 points behind Braden Panzer on the season. Amsbaugh had 5 the other night in a 7-4 victory for Bottineau-Rugby at Jamestown. Jace Thompson, Nolan Niedow, both from Jamestown, sitting 5 and 6. 39 points for them on the year. Colton Schulte from Bismarck, number 7, 39 points on the season. 38 points on the season. And Williston's Ashton Collins, number 8 right now in the state with 32. 5 kids in the WDA in the top 10. Good representation from the west side of the state. In total, 11 of the top 20 are on West Region high school hockey teams. The ones that we're going to see tonight from Jaden Luck, number 15 in the state right now, and scoring 25 points for the junior All-West Region player for the Magi. Ekblad's from Williston. He's got 23. He's number 19. Riley Opperud, the other one that's in this contest here tonight, number 23 in the state with 22 points. Landon Rosendahl, he's got 22 as well, and he's right there with Riley Opperud. And we say top 20 because the bottom 4 of this list are all tied with 22. There's a look at the numbers across the state, brought to you by Magic City Inspections, the locally owned company committed to providing exceptional inspection services to ensure you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. Find them online, monetinspections.com. Let's take a dive now and take a look at the goaltenders across the state. You can get COVID-19 deep cleaning services for your home or business with CleanTech LLC. They bring you the goaltender numbers across the board. Don't forget, CleanTech offers 24/7 disaster response and restoration services. Find them online, cleantechllc.us. Coming to the rescue since 1992. Zach Sandy, the number 1 goaltender according to goals against average in the state of North Dakota from Fargo South. His numbers are getting beaten like a rented mule right now. Last I saw, Red River was leading South 5-0. Colby Elseth from Central. 19 games played for him, 1.36 goals against average. Red River's netminder Andrew Peterson, 1.44 goals against average. And then you find Trey Sortland, 1.63 goals against average on the year and a .911 save percentage. Sortland, number 4 in the state as far as goaltender numbers are concerned. Those numbers brought to you by our friends at CleanTech. Again, CleanTech coming to the rescue since 1992. Let's dive further into this matchup now and take a look at some of the numbers and what to expect in the hockey game here today. These numbers are brought to you and delivered by the UPS store, located on South Broadway in Minot, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturdays, 8:30 to 3. The UPS store, located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. For all of your packing and shipping needs, it's the UPS store. Minot High at 14-2 inside of the West region. 7-8 for Bottineau-Rugby. The real number that stands off the paper for me is that the Braves from Bottineau-Rugby have struck for 15 goals in their last 2 games. They are red hot. They're a team that in their last 10 has gone 6-4, giving up 3.2 per night and scoring 42 total goals, 43 total goals, giving up 32. A team that is really gelling at the right time of the year. Their last 5, they're 3-2. And they've outscored their opponents 22-17. Minot High is in that mix They beat them down 8-2 the last time these two teams played. However, game number 1 of the year up at the Lumberdome, 2-1 was the final, and the Magi had the victory there as well. For the Magicians, in their last 10, they're 8-2. Talk about scoring goals, 49 for them in their last 10. 18 goals against in those last 10 games. 5-0 in their last 5. 33-6, they've outscored their opponents. A 1.2 goals against average for Trey Sortland in his last 5 games. He has been a next level player in my mind. Come down tournament time, coming down the stretch. He's been fascinating to watch. Minot is led up front with 22 points by Aiden Morelli and the blue liner Riley Opperud. 11-11 for Morelli, 10-12 for Opperud. Two players that certainly will need to be big here tonight. Opperud probably more so on the defensive side, trying to shut down Ian Amsbaugh, who leads the Braves with 40 points on the year. 15 goals, 25 assists. He's a 2-time All-West Region player. Comes into tonight's game with 169 career points for Bottineau-Rugby. That's a load. He's the real deal. Bottineau on the season has some players that can get the job done. 3 players with 10-plus goals on the year and 3 players with 20-plus points. 4 players with 20-plus points for the Magi and 3 with 10-plus goals on the year. Those are your numbers brought to you by our friends at the UPS store. It should be a fun one tonight. Minot and Bottineau-Rugby for the 3rd time this year, the biggest matchup of the season. The ice has been resurfaced. The crowd continues to pile in. The student section for the Magi is ginormous compared to what it normally is. This student section in red, white, and blue, a lot of times you'll see at these high school hockey games, you only have maybe 10 or 15 of them. Tonight, this whole section is full right to our left. They're all decked out in red, white, and blue. I was told that Bottineau-Rugby is bringing in 3 buses of high school kids as well. We know we're going to be in store for a lively arena tonight with some of the top talent in the state of North Dakota. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this one. This is what we live for, North Dakota high school hockey, isn't it? Semifinals, first time that these two teams have gotten together in the semis. They played last year in the region quarterfinals, Minot won by a score of 4-0. If you're a Bottineau fan, this number isn't one that you're going to like. The Magi and Braves have matched up 3 times since 2007 in the West Region High School Hockey Tournament. Minot is 3-0. They've outscored Bottineau-Rugby 20-0. Will we be in store for a different outcome here tonight? One would almost have to think so, because Amsbaugh and Tyler Olson, the kids that are really going to look to seal the deal here tonight, have some ability to do so. We'll come back to the Planet Pizza pregame show. We'll look at our goaltender matchup. We'll have our keys to the game, but first, let's hear from both coaches. We'll hear from Jason Bennett and Jesse Nostal when we return on the Tires Plus Coaches Corner. North Dakota high school hockey tonight. Semifinals from the Pepsi Rink. Bottineau-Rugby and Minot, they lock horns. It will be a good one. Don't go anywhere.
This presentation of the PSP Network is brought to you by Beaupre Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, First Western Bank and Trust, the UPS Store, Qdoba, and Arbo Photography.
Welcome back to the Planet Pizza pregame show. It's time now for the Tires Plus Coaches Corner. We'll start with the Bottineau-Rugby head coach of the Braves, Mr. Jesse Nostal, here in year number 2. First of all, Coach, thanks for some time here on semifinal night.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Been a while since the Braves have been into the semifinals and looking to punch their ticket into the region championship game. Let's start here. Talk about the matchup with Jamestown the other night, 7-4. Looked like you guys won every statistical category. You guys certainly are gelling right now.
Yeah, we just kind of flipped the script on them, and, you know, it was a lot of little things that we've been working on all year, and they've been kind of just gelling, like you said. So yeah, it was a really good, solid 51 minutes from the guys on Tuesday, and we just looked to build off of it. And we've been working our way up to this all year, and one more win tonight or Saturday, and that's kind of been our goal the whole time. So.
I've said this all along that, man, if Bottineau or Williston could host a first round at the state high school hockey tournament in their home venue, that would be just historical. What does a win here tonight mean for this program and the community?
I think a win tonight would be probably the biggest win in our program's history. Like you said, it's unique this year. You get to host the state tournament game, and for a West Region team to have a shot to topple the East Region team, that's the way to do it. So, but yeah, no, we're just so thankful to be playing hockey this year and to be playing our best hockey this time of year. We just want to keep building on it.
No question there. 15 goals in your last 2 games from your offensive production. Tonight you go against the top goaltender in the WDA according to numbers. What is it going to take to get some pucks past Trey Sortland here tonight?
Well, we got to get up over that 15 to 20 shot range. We got to get in the 25s, and you look at Minot's stats, and they don't allow more than 20 shots hardly ever. So we got to figure out a way to get those pucks in deep and get our cycle going, and make sure our forecheck's causing some turnovers, and then just getting pucks to the net when we get the opportunity. Not getting cute with it down there, and every time we're in their house, we want to pull the trigger.
Penalties are going to be maybe the storyteller here tonight, both for the Magi and for Bottineau. What do you tell your team to try to stay disciplined here tonight against a potent Minot High power play? Yeah, and those last 2 games we played against them, they've scored in the power play, and they've had 5-on-3 advantages and scored on them. So, yeah, we definitely need to stay out of the box. We're an aggressive team. We like to be physical. We like to get on the puck, and that can kind of be our Achilles heel sometime, but we're getting better at it. And, definitely got to keep clean there. This atmosphere in here tonight, it sounds like there's busloads of kids coming down from Bottineau and Rugby. Minot, same thing. Your thoughts on North Dakota high school hockey this year, man? It's sure just been a fun year to be a part of, hasn't it? Yeah, I feel so too. Your guys' coverage and other organizations do a good job kind of getting their word out, and it's really nice to see that culture shift, to where the fans really enjoy it, and again, being a part of it for myself and all the boys, it's special. Final thing for you, what's one key tonight if you guys want to punch your ticket to the state tournament and into the region title game? Just responsible hockey, and we got to have our big guys, like I said, getting the puck on net and producing and try to solve that magician's defense. Sure, appreciate you. Always good to see you. Yeah, for sure. Thanks. That's Jesse Nostal, the head coach of the Bottineau-Rugby Braves. When we come back, we'll talk to Jason Bennett, the head coach of the Magi. It's North Dakota high school hockey and the WDA semifinals tonight from the Pepsi rink.
When supper time's a crunch, T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza.
Welcome back into the Planet Pizza pregame show. Time now for the Tires Plus Coach's Corner. All brands under one roof with the guaranteed lowest prices at Tires Plus. TiresPlusND.com. We're now joined by Minot High's co-head coach, Mr. Jason Bennett. First of all, Coach, nice win the other night. Congratulations on a trip back to the semifinals.
Yeah, it's good to be here. I thought we played pretty well the other night, and we're looking for a repeat tonight.
When we go back to the opening day of the tournament, I have to ask you this before we talk about Minot High. Were you blown away by some of the upsets on day number 1, or not so surprised maybe?
I don't know if the Bismarck-Wilson game was an upset. 4-5 seed, that's probably, even money line. It's in Vegas. I was a little bit surprised by the way Bottineau handled Jamestown. We just saw Bottineau here a couple weeks ago. We know they got firepower, but Jamestown does too. So, I didn't get to watch all that game, but seeing the score 7-2 and Bottineau coming on in the first period, I think out shooting them like 23-8. Kind of perks your ears up a little bit, and it maybe gives us a little extra motivation for tonight's game.
Sure fun seeing Minot High roll a little bit on Thursday. 4 different guys on the score sheet in the goal column, but Trey Sortland comes up huge. Touch on that hockey game. Were you satisfied with the effort from Minot High?
I think so. I thought we had a really, really good first period. And then I think we scored in the second or late, and then I think we kind of went away for a while. We got a little complacent, and hopefully that's not the case tonight. But that's been our MO all year. You know, we've got a number of different guys on the score sheet every single night. You know, we don't have any 25-goal guys or 45-point guys, but we do it by committee, and we think that's going to help us in this tournament, is that we are 3 lines deep. More than that, you know, 5 really good defensemen, and we think we can play with about anybody in the region.
Have to ask you about this coming into tonight. I mean, obviously, Amsbaugh is the point of concern from Bottineau, a kid that had a hat trick in the opening round. You guys have done a nice job containing him this year. What is the key to doing that again here tonight?
You know, we got last change at home, and that always helps. We can get the defensive matchup we want against them, and like I mentioned, we have, you know, 5 defensemen that can all skate. We have Morelli has played really well against them. That'll be kind of the matchup we're looking at tonight. Morelli and his line, he's done a great job, honestly, the last 3 years against them when he's been up against them. So, you know, we just got to play our game. You know, limit their quality chances, and if we do that, you know, Trey's been pretty darn good against Bottineau. We look to have him continue with that and bury our chances.
What do you think the biggest reason for Minot High's changing of the guard maybe has been, and being one of the least penalized teams in the WDA? It just seemed like growing up for me, Minot High was always kind of the bad boys. You guys have done just a fantastic job with discipline over the past few years.
You know, it has been. We've been one of the least penalized teams, I'd say, the last 3 or 4 years, and I'm not sure. I think it's just something, you know, we preach, you know, discipline and stick penalties and you know, lazy penalties just aren't acceptable with how we kind of approach things in our style, and the kids have bought into it, and we've had great senior leadership in the last few years. You know, every couple of years we get a kid that, you know, maybe skews those numbers, a guy like Patrick Hyde, Easton Bennett, but for the most part as a team we've been pretty good.
Final thing for you tonight, the atmosphere here on Tuesday night with the student section was absolutely monstrous. Tonight we expect more of the same. Is that the biggest key here tonight, is an early energy and having the fans behind you?
I think so. I think this might be probably one of the most electric high school hockey games in Minot that we've had in a number of years. You know, I know Bottineau's bringing down a ton of people. Our student section was the best it's been in 3 or 4 years, and honestly I expect it to probably be double tonight. You know, I know our parent club has volunteered to pay for the first 100 students who come in the door with their ID. It's a Magi Mania night, red, white, and blue, so the boys are fired up, we're fired up, and ready to roll.
Hope to see you on Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Appreciate your time here.
Yeah, we hope to be there. Thanks.
That's Jason Bennett, co-head coach of the Magi. When we come back, we'll dive further into this matchup with our starting lineups and keys to the game. This is North Dakota High School Hockey here on the PSP Network.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Minot is a uniquely connected community. We've been through a lot together, continually moving forward. First Western Bank and Trust has been a part of it all. A real local bank with good people, convenience, and the technology you want and deserve. Banks often claim we're here for you, but at First Western Bank and Trust, we can say we are you. First Western Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. This place is like I've never seen it for North Dakota high school hockey. Definitely not full by any means, but it's definitely getting closer as we continue. Minot High and Bottineau-Rugby tonight for a trip to the region championship. Time for a goaltender matchup brought to you by our friends tonight at Beaupre Law Firm. Beaupre Law Firm, connected to our community, your estate planning and business law attorneys. Trey Sortland, 91% same percentage and a 1.63 goals against average. He's 13-2, an all-state player. He goes against Tyler Olson, who's 5-7 in his senior campaign. 3.67 goals against average and an 89% same percentage. Olson's in the blue paint to my left. Sortland in the blue paint to my right. Andrew Goodmanson checked in tonight from 701 Realty, as he always does. And as Andrew Goodmanson would say, if there's any frozen rabbits on the ice tonight, packing my wife and kids up, we're getting right on out of here. Thanks, Goody, for checking in. It's that kind of night, you never know what we're going to see here tonight. Bottineau's in purple tonight. Minot High is in their Vegas golds. We're underway as the Magi win the opening draw, dump it down into the corner. Back up to the point. Here's a drive that came in, hit traffic out in front, and Amsbaugh's going to wheel it up to center. He'll turn and fire it down and behind Trey Sortland. Back over on the far side wall underneath the net from Amsbaugh. Comes right out in front, loose in the blue paint in front of Sortland. Puck's going to come away back to the line. Slap shot coming. Riley Opperud blocked that one. Loose out in front of the Minot High net. Swings to, fires out to center. Casey Fields got it. He's in on a 1-on-2. Far wing, left side of the radio dial, down in deep. Fields got it here. He works it back to the near side corner. It's going to be taken there by the Braves. Flipped up to the line. Got past Ben Bonebreak, who's back in the lineup for the Magi tonight. And at center, the Magicians will dump it in. First shot registered there as Opperud sent in a drifter on Olson. Comes out in front. Offensive zone for the Magi. It's going to come up to center ice. Tice has it here. He'll shuffle it back in. Minot High started tonight with Ben Bonebreak and Opperud on the point. Field, Swagstu, and Morelli. The Braves went with Olson, Bieberdorf, Handelin, Rosendahl, Lorenz, and Amsbaugh. Underneath the net now. Offensive zone for Minot High School. On the blocker side of Olson it comes. It's going to be freed here now to the near side wing by Esslinger. Fire, save, rebound, shot. Oh, they scored! 1 minute, 30 seconds into it. The Magi are on the board. Went to the top shelf over the glove of Tyler Olson. And Hauser's got back-to-back goals in the WDA tournament. Oh, what a start tonight for the Magicians. And Derwin Hauser from Esslinger picks up his 9th point of the year. And it's 1-0 Maroon and Gold. Well, an early tempo and a start tonight for the Magi was one of my keys. On the other side for the Braves here tonight, staying disciplined and out of the box was going to be huge. Same for the Magi, because Amsbaugh will make you pay. But that early intensity and the early start tonight comes through for the Magi. They score 1 minute 30 seconds into the hockey game tonight. They lead 1-0. There's some stuff on the ice right here in front of the student section, it seems. So their referees are taking a moment. They're going to have to bring over the shovels out of the ice surface, so we're going to have a stop here for a moment. Here, let's listen in.
Goal at 1:30 of the first period, number 8, Derwin Hauser. Assisted by number 16, Kelton Esslinger, and number 15, Gabe Thongfat.
Esslinger and Gabe Thongfat did on the assist. And we've got a big delay here right in front of the student section. Not sure what ended up on the ice. Whatever it was thrown over the glass is frozen down into the ice surface. And now the referees, the penalty box attendants, and the Mesa Arena staff are out to shovel the ice up. I'm not exactly sure what's down there. Again, both teams are at their benches. Jesse Nostal having a conversation with the Braves, who are in purple tonight. The Minot High Magicians over at the bench talking to Jordan Willard, Jason Bennett, and John Grubb. They have a conversation. Minot High and their Vegas Golds here tonight with maroon helmets, pants, and gloves. Sortland's down at his net, moving side to side, visualizing on the other side. Tyler Olson's going to get the knuckles coming down here from Rybczynski, excuse me. And Rybczynski comes down and taps his goaltender on the back and says, hang in there. This is a long game. It's not a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a joyride right now because we've got some guys in this lineup that are going to go score for you, so don't even worry about it. Plenty of time left. Only a minute 30 into the Magi broke the ice first tonight. We're back underway, and the shot came in from center after the Braves won the faceoff. Puck's going to be pushed up the near side wing and out to the neutral ice zone. Comes away now here to the Braves, and Matt Olson had it. Luck took it from him, whistled for the offsides. And then offsides brought to you by our friends tonight at Subway, Clean Tech, Arbo Photography, Beaupre Law Firm, Paul Siebert State Farm Agency, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Minot Hockey Boosters, and United Agronomy. Big thank you to all those fine sponsors that continue to support North Dakota high school athletics. The draw was out right in front of the Bottineau bench. It's going to be sent all the way down, and Gabe Thogfet's back to retrieve it behind Sortland on the blocker side. Taken away now by Luck, up to center, wheeling and dealing. Here comes Deal into the zone. He's over the blue line, turns one on. Olsen made the stop, and it's back in behind the net here for the Magi. Down to the bowl side of the Mesa Arena. This place like a horseshoe with maroon seats if you've never been here. It's at volume now as Hall's got it. He's going to fire from the top of the circle, hit a stick out in front, held it at the line here by Thogfet, makes a move. And now Thogfet's going to take it and wire it towards the net, knocked down there by Adam Nelson. Fired out to center. The Braves go for a change, and the Magi will do the same thing. Except for Tice, who's got it in his own end. Takes it and shuffles it up off the glass, sends it on in. 1-0 Magi. They scored a minute 30 in tonight. Hauser's second of the tournament. It comes away down to the near side. Here for Swangstu at the neutral ice zone. Amsbaugh sends it in. Comes back into the possession of Riley Opperud, and Opperud moves it far wall, top of the circle, up to center with Field, come the Magi. In comes Aiden Morelli. Morelli's going to take it onto his forehand, right out in front, swings to backhand. Here's a drive out in front, the stop is made, and Tyler Olson went down into the butterfly, covered it up, but we're going to have a call that happens before that. And we'll have our first power play of the night. Who will it be for, and what will the call be? Tyler Lifrig's in charge tonight, which is great news for any hockey fan. He does a fantastic job. Tyler Lifrig's got the armbands on tonight. He goes with Jason Sauls. The 2-minute power play for the Magi, and into the box on a slashing with Landon Rosendahl. First power play of the night for the Magi. Comes back away far side. Swangster's got an offensive zone. Up to Opperud. One-timer on a tee. Tipped it in. Oh, Olsen stopped it. Comes underneath the net for Amsbaugh. Amsbaugh is going to whistle it all the way down. He sends it just to the right to the cage, and Sortland's under the net to play it. I'm telling you, folks, I haven't seen an atmosphere for a high school hockey game in this venue ever. This is the best atmosphere that I've ever seen at Pepsi Rink. Place is filling up quite considerably. Up at the point, offensive zone. Opperud handles here with a 1-0 lead. Down to a minute 20 of power play time. Swings two, turns and fires. Blocker save. Comes back away to Deal. He's got Amsbaugh on top of him. Deal somehow shuffles it back down into the corner. Puck's going to be taken by Amsbaugh again, and Amsbaugh trying to get around Casey Field. Field takes it from him. Now Morelli's got it. Worked it over to the far wall. Underneath the goal line. Back up top. Morelli at the point. Here's Opperud from the center slot. Down low from Deal. Sipped it across. Trying to feed Swangstu. Got past him. And now regrouping at the top of the point is Opperud. Sends it in. Tipped in front. Fludler went over the net. And it's taken. Spun off the glass and all the way down by the Braves. We're down to 46 seconds to the first power play of the game. It's a Magi power play with 12:44 left in the first. The Magicians leading 1-0. Opperud's in, coast to coast, takes it far side, turns, fires, put that one right into the pad on the far side, and Olsen made a nice pad save. Half a minute to power play time. Tyson's in the corner, far side, left side of the radio dial, back to the point. Handled now here by Thogfet, up to Gabe Thogfet, his brother. Now Tice handles, whistles one in, knocked down in front, taken by the Braves. They launch it all the way down on the clear. Is out in front blocking and taking it to the other end of the ice was Mason Heisler. Sortland moved it ahead forward, up to center it came. Tice is in with it. He's got Isaiah Thogfet. Thogfet out in front for Tice. Oh, right in front of the net. Nice defensive stop out front. And getting in the way of that one for the Braves on the nice stop there was Lane Tiffany, the freshman. Braves are at full strength. Goes away down to Luck. Taken here by Thogfet. Up to center, and Hall's into the zone with it. He coughed it up on the far wing, and Lorenz moved it back out to center. Now Big Ben Bonebreak's in. Missed the last 3 games, and Bonebreak walks over the blue line, sends it to the corner where Rybczynski gives chase. It's down underneath the goal line where Knutson and Rybczynski scrum for it. Out come the Magi. Worked on the near side half wall, back down low. Knutson tried to send one upstairs. He missed it. Up at the point, Doprud had a shot. Came back down to Esslinger. Backhander, threw it out in front, nobody there. Comes back away to Esslinger, up at the point. Fired it across. Knutson trying to move it ahead. Here's an update from Bismarck and the Century game with Williston. It's 3-3 late to the contest. How do you like that? 11:05 to play here in the opening period. Bonebreak had to retrieve back in his own territory after it was cleared down by the Braves. Bonebreak's going to send it off of his own bench, cross ice. Goes into the Bottineau end, but they push it right back out. Now Matt Olson's got it out in front. Loose there in the center slot, nobody home. And Hauser's going to skate it up to center. Hauser's got field, but it's taken away here on the near side boards and shuffled up off the glass on the near side by Olson. Comes back down to Bradley, and Bradley's going to spin it back up through center. A feeling out process, if you will, early on. And the Braves will take an icing here with 10:35 left in our opening period. 1-0 Minot High. And they are taking the play to Bottineau-Rugby tonight. Shots are 8-1 early in the contest. Big thanks again to Planet Pizza, the area's ultimate party location. School parties, team parties, birthday parties, and so much more. They truly are out of this world. I'm telling you, this place is at volume. They played that Magi Mania video with Hulk Hogan in it before the contest again tonight. And that student section just went bananas for it. On the near wing, offensive zone, Morelli, the captain of the Magi, will take it with the 9-iron and chip it down underneath the net behind Olson. Back into play it. There's Rybczynski, hammers it around the boards near side. Bonebreak's got it. Look out. That one towered up into the rafters and a stop in the play with 10-11 left here in the opening period. Bottineau again coming into tonight's matchup, scoring 15 goals in their last 2 games. They shut out Mandan and took it to the Mandan Braves 8-0. And then they shocked Western North Dakota and probably the state with the upset. The 6th seed taking down the 3 seed Jamestown. That was a score of 7-4. They're moving and grooving right now. You heard from their head coach, Jesse Dostal, before the matchup here tonight on what it's going to take to get some past Trey Sortland. They just have to play their game. Morelli's got a big hit on Amsbaugh on the far side. It's going to be freed now by the Magi. They push back out to center after Amsbaugh sent it in. Comes back way down to Bonebreak, and Bonebreak's going to shuffle it back in behind his own net for Operud. Amsbaugh and company go off for a change, and the Magi have real estate up to center where Swankstu's going to carry it in over the blue line. Swankstu's in, 9:30 left in the first, 1-0 Magicians. Underneath the net it comes, down low, taken by Deal. He's tied up underneath the goal line. Puck is freed away there by the Braves, and this is Veets Riley that pushes all the way down. It's going to come right through the blue paint and down for an icing here with 9:20 left in the first, 1-0 Magicians. That icing brought to you by our friends at Arbo Photography, the leader in game photo coverage and senior pictures. The proof is in the gallery. ArboPhotography.com. Find them online or on Instagram or Facebook as well. Big thank you to Arbo Photography. Face-off will be on Tyler Olson's glove side. Under 10 to play in the opening period here tonight from the Pepsi rink. Winner moves on to the region championship game Saturday at 4 o'clock. Up to center and sent all the way in by the Magicians. Dump and chase, and on the retrieve here for the Braves back in behind his own net. That was Adam Handelin, who was handled there by Isaiah Thogfett. Puck is free down a Deal on the near side. Man, he's really had a breakout season, in my opinion. Deal with 13 points on the year, got his first goal the other night, but a kid that is used in many situations, including that power play. Back up top, locked back over to Tice from the point. Sent it in, and Tice was nailed down to the ground by Colton Getzlaff, the freshman. He's going to be a great player for Bottineau. Probably the next poster boy, in my opinion. The next Amsbaugh, Milliken, Aid, Herbal, you name him. Comes back away to the near side. Tice has it, turns it, fires. Oh! Top shelf. Jake Tice just went to Grandma's cookie jar. It's 2-0 Magicians on a snipe from the D-man, Jake Tice. His third of the year. This place is going bananas. The giant M flags to my left, the American flags. We got Trump flags flying in here. We got it all. The maroon and gold section from Minot High student section loving it as the Magi lead 2-0. Drive comes in. That one hit traffic. Back up top, offensive zone. Bradley sends it in. We'll wait and hear the official call from Duffy Novak. Here it is.
Summary. Scoring an even strength goal at 8:41 of the first period. Number 4, Jacob Tice. Assisted by number 11, Jaden Locke. And number 15, Gabe Bogfett.
Bogfett and Locke got it. And Tice's third of the year, a big one. They lead 2-0 early in the contest here at the Pepsi Rink. Minot High controls the puck in the offensive zone, taken down by the Braves. They push out to center from Tiffany. Comes back into the possession of Bogfett. He moves it up. It's taken there by Rybczynski, and now the Magi trying to regain control at center ice, but it's Amsbaugh here on the near wing that had it. Rybczynski's got it back. He's the son of the head coach of the Bottineau Lumberjacks. College hockey team. They'll be making a visit here to the Pepsi Rink to play the Beavers soon. Puck comes underneath in that offensive zone. Morelli's got it here, trying to set it out in front. Morelli's got it back. And Morelli just takes it for a Sunday stroll around the zone, sends it back down into the corner. Oh, swanks to. He just had his launch packed there by Bieberdorf, and it comes back underneath on the far side, up top. Back away to Oproot, sends it in, and a big blocker save. Look out, puck is fired up there and sent out by Rosendahl. Comes back away down to Oproot, D-zone. He's going to move this one ahead forward off of Amsbaugh. It's at neutral ice. Morelli's got it back. 2-0 Magi lead with 6:40 left here in the first period. Goals from Hauser and Jake Tice. Up through center ice. Braves are back in with it. This is Heisler that carried in. He's met by Oproot. Puck's taken away there by the Magi, and Bonebreak back in behind. On the near side for Swankstu. Trying to clear the zone. Half wall comes up to the point. Taken by Bieberdorf, and Bieberdorf moves it ahead forward. Swankstu's got it. Had some real estate. Threw it out to center. And now Deal's going to step in on a 1-on-4. Deal's going to walk it down from behind the net. Tried to find the outlet. Sent it up top. Luck's got it here far wall. Up off the glass it comes. Back away to Luck, and Luck moves it back up top. Tice has it here. Puck comes back away now at center for Oproot on the near wing. He pushes it down on the left side of the ice surface, and the puck is going to be flipped up again from Colton Getzlaff out to center. And the Magi bring it right back in with Jade Luck. Spin move, nobody home there. And it's taken by the Braves. They work it back to center again. Tice has it here, and he's got the game's most recent goal. The D-man's into the zone with it, whistled for the offsides with 5:37 left here in our opening period. 2-0 Minot High on top in this one. Updates from the East and West region tournaments. In overtime, Bismarck Century takes down Williston 4-3. Central leads Davies 3-0, and the final from Red River and Shanley is the Rough Riders take a 7-0 win to the bank. Century moves out of the region title game on Saturday at 4 p.m. Puck's underneath the net. Blocker side of Olsen, away to the far side it comes. Shuffled off ahead down to Amsbaugh. Amsbaugh's going to wheel and deal up through center. Amsbaugh's going to bring it in over the blue line, takes it down. Amsbaugh skates at one end of the ice to the other. Out in front, Sortland had to make the stop on the pillows, back in behind on that wraparound attempt. Taken and fired hard off the glass by Morelli. He sends it out. 5 minutes on the dot to play in the first. Shots are 10-1 Minot High, and they lead 2-0. If you're just joining us, Hauser scored. So did Jake Tice. Here's a shot in. That one just wide of Sortland on the glove side. Bouncer on in front. Oh, wide open. Hopped over the stick there of Lorenz. And it's going to be sent underneath the net again. Amsbaugh going to work. Hit there by Esslinger. Lorenz from the corner. Sent it out in front, but Oproot took it. Oproot moves it off the wall. Oh, big collision. Oproot and Getzlaff got together. Puck's going to be taken here inside the blue line offensive zone. The Magi brought it in. Field had to regroup at center. Look out. Getzlaff takes it away. Getzlaff's in. He'll turn and fire hard. Rister sent that one wide to the glove side. Monster hit on the far side wing. Oproot got together there with Dalton Veets Riley, and Veets Riley had the worst of that collision. Down to 4 minutes to play in the opening period. 2-0 Minot High on top. Here comes Hall all by himself. Sends it into the zone. Back in behind Tyler Olson. Goes away to the far side wing. And on the retrieve for the Braves on the far side wall, it was Adam Handelin that worked it back to his partner back in behind Bieberdorf. Comes back away top of the circle. Half wall it comes. Here's a shot that came in. Olsen made the save. Loose out in front. And it's going to be swept out of there by the Braves. They push to center now with Veets Riley. He's met there by Tice. And Gabe Thongfett back on the retrieve. Tice handles here. Shuffled it up. Up to center. Hauser's up over the checkered red line. Goes back away to Deal. Hauser's run into. He's got the puck back underneath the net. From the near side to the far. In Gretzky's office is Hauser. He's hauled up. Comes away now to Deal. Deal up to the point. Gabe Thongfett at the blue line. Handling, turning, firing. Hit traffic out in front. 2-0 Minot High. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in the first period. The goaltender's without a stick. And Minot High's in the offensive zone. Braves are trying to clear it. Tice is going to hold the line here. He'll shuffle it down. Handelin went back after the stick and got it to Tyler Olson. Meanwhile, Isaiah Thongfett's got it on the half wall. Worked it down underneath the goal line. Still scrubbing here. Comes back away down to Bieberdorf, and he moves it up to the near line where Tice holds again. Bieberdorf's got it back. They played catch with it. And the rolling puck's going to come all the way down the length of the ice. We've got an icing on the play. Brought to you by our friend Paul Siebert at State Farm in the Magic City. Big thank you to him and all those sponsors that make these hockey games possible, including Century Eyewear, Qdoba, Minot's Finest Collision Center, North Country Sportswear. Little Guns N' Roses with 2:35 left here in the opening period. Minot High saying welcome to the jungle here tonight with a goal a minute 30 in from Hauser. And then Tice added another one, but here come the Braves to center here with Amsbaugh. Amsbaugh's ahead forward. He's upended there. Opperud shut the door on Amsbaugh. And the Magi moved it back out, taken by the Braves. They dump it right back in. Jake Stack and Kyle Stevens, the officials on the lines tonight. They say icing is waved off. And the puck's back in behind the net. Underneath the mezzanine, where above that hangs the American flag and the two state championship banners for the Magi, 92 and 15. Drive from the line, came in, hit traffic out in front of Shortland. And the puck's taken and fired back out to center where it rolls out in front of Tyler Olson. Thongfett on the retrieve, but it's taken here by the Braves, and they fire up to center again to Amsbaugh. Amsbaugh shuffled it off into the zone. In with the drive, and the stop is made as Alex Lorenz from Amsbaugh was looking for his 6th goal of the year. Well, you can't talk enough about Ian Amsbaugh and how good this player really is. 169 points in North Dakota high school hockey coming into the matchup here tonight. He led the state in scoring last year with 65 points in total. He had more than Sandy, who finished second in scoring from Fargo South. And Sandy was a player that ended up playing, what would that have been, 4 more games than Amsbaugh last year. Played 4 less games than everybody else, and he still scored the most points. Tells you how strong he really was. His older brother, Luke Amsbaugh, that name Luke Amsbaugh, I apologize. I don't know if they're brothers or not. They're built similarly, and they scored just as many points as each other their junior and senior years. Puck's taken on the far side. Big hit there. Hauser got together on the far side wing and laid out Heisler. That brought the fans to volume. Esslinger's back in behind the net, and Kelton Esslinger worked it to the far point. Up for Tice. Whistled one in, sent it wide. Puck comes back away on the near wing. Defensive zone to the far wing it goes, and Getzloff's going to shuffle off the glass out to center. Tice is just going to take it at the red line and send it back in. We've reached the 1-minute call for the first period. 2-0 Minot High leading. Hang around for our first intermission reports. Brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. We'll talk to former Bottineau standout and Mr. Hockey, Eric Herbel, at the break. Puck comes back away on the near side. Morelli moved in ahead forward, taken up by Amsbaugh up to center. Amsbaugh's over the checkered red line at center ice, taken and fired in. Big hit of the far side corner. Amsbaugh was nailed by Tice. That brought everybody to the volume. And Amsbaugh wants to argue it over with Tyler Liffrig here. Liffrig saying, we're letting you guys play tonight. Amsbaugh shakes his head yes, so that conversation comes to a close. Face off on the glove side of Trey Sortland. 28.6 seconds left in the first period. The Magi from Minot High leading this one 2-0. In on the draw, comes back up to the line, shuffled ahead forward, taken here by Hauser. He's just going to dart this one out of the zone. And back on the retrieve is Rybczynski, who sends it right off the glass on the near wing again. Out to center where Hauser's got it. All right, kids, count them down. We're at 13 seconds to play in the opening period. Fired in from center. Olsen's going to glove it, and he'll hang on to it. 8.6 to play in the first period. And a 2-0 lead for the Magi. Tyler Olsen coming into tonight's game again with one goose egg on the year. His hopes of a second one were dismantled a minute 30 in. Kid's got a .367 goals against average and an 89% save percentage. Those numbers would probably be better if he would have got the call in a few more of the games that he didn't get the call in, where Bottineau handled their opponents pretty easily. Magi fans are at volume. The Bottineau fans on the far side, the majority of them haven't sat down for the entire matchup yet either. A lot of cheering going on, a lot of scoring in the first minute 30. We'll tell you all about it when we come back to our Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. The Magi lead at the break on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. It's 2-0 Magicians at the end of one. Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report comes up next.
When shopping for your next vehicle, shop Drive Chevrolet Buick, the dealer with the hometown buying experience and the big town inventory. Drive Chevrolet Buick has locations in Bottineau, Rugby, and Harvey. Browse the massive inventory online at drivechevrolet.com. New and used selections with small town prices. Our deals are worth the drive. drivechevrolet.com.
When supper time's a crunch, T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. The Magi from Minot High came out of the gate swinging tonight and scored a minute 30 in to take a 1-0 lead. They added another goal to make it 2-0. That's where we sit at the end of one. Nick Holbrook for the Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. Premier Chiropractic focused on improving the overall health of Minot and the surrounding communities with the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. You can talk with Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, or Dr. Becky Perry-Dobries at Premier Chiropractic, our family's choice for chiropractic care. We've got Jordan Willard, ice level, the assistant coach of the Magi in between periods. Coach, question out of the gate for you here tonight. What was your intensity level after seeing the Magi Mania video again here tonight? Man, that was the hardest start for the Magi this year.
I checked my Apple Watch, and the heartbeat was over 145. I said, get the AED ready. The boy's not as skinny and as nimble as he used to be, but you know, it was a good start for the fellas. But Nick, as you've talked about with this Bottineau team, it's a rattlesnake, right? They can strike at any time. When you got a kid like Ian Amsbaugh, the Rosendahl kid, I mean, they're good hockey players. That goaltender over there, he's a good goaltender also. I mean, we just got to stick to our plan. You know, the first 12 minutes pretty good, and then we get a little run aroundy, I guess. If we can shore that up, I think it'll be a good second for us.
Sure, appreciate your time. Best of luck in the second.
Hey, Herbs.
Of course, Jordan Willard talking about his former teammate at Minot State University, Eric Herbel, who joins us in the booth now here on the Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. First things first, Mr. Herbel, great to see you, man. How are things?
Great, man. How are you?
I'm doing very well, and certainly being treated to a great North Dakota high school hockey matchup here tonight. Your analysis on that first period, boy, there was a lot of energy and a lot of tempo from both sides right out of the gate here tonight.
I think you hit it right on the head. Minot came out flying. You know, Bottineau pushed back there at the end of the first period, so hopefully they can build on that a little bit in the second here.
What do you think the message in the room right now is from Jesse Nostal? Let's talk the Bottineau side first. And in your mind, you've been in situations like this, on teams like this. Of course, anyone that doesn't know, Eric Herbel, graduate of Bottineau High School, what year was it? 2005? 2007, sorry. Mr. Hockey in 2007, went on to play for the Bismarck Bobcats. Your teams were kind of built like this Bottineau team. You were the Amsba, if you will, and you had some guys around you. When you're built that way, what is the message in the room right now, you think, from Coach Nostal after one period down 2?
I'd like to see them just give Amsba a little bit more rest. He plays so much better when he's a little more fresh. I know when it gets down to the end of the game, you're going to have to run him a little bit, but he's just such a better player when he's got fresh legs, as anybody is. So I'd like to see them control the puck, get it in deep, and go to work a little bit.
From your coaching brain and your playing brain for Minot High, anything changed for them really in the second, do you think?
I don't think so. They looked pretty good that first period. I was very impressed.
Have to ask you, let's hop in the time machine now and talk about your time playing North Dakota high school hockey. And being named Mr. Hockey in 2007 had to have been a pretty magical moment for you. Touch on that. I know nobody that's as good as you likes to touch on, hey, I was this and this and how good I was. But at that time, did you realize how skilled you really were, Eric?
You know, I kind of took it all for granted, to be honest with you. Those days go by so fast. And just the memories that you're making, you don't even realize you're making it until you're gone. So
when you were in high school and that time spent with Bottineau, any state tournament appearances, any good region games that you remember? Did you make state at all?
That's why I always tell people I'd trade in Mr. Hockey in a second just to go to a state tournament. I never got to go. We made it to the third day my senior year, and we just ran out of steam.
That's what you're talking about a little bit with the Amsba thing.
Yeah,
I'd have to think when you ride one horse like that. However, this Bottineau team does have some guys that can go back to your time. Your thoughts on West Region High School hockey at that time and where it's gone from there. The program in Bottineau, obviously getting to play with Dave Hoff for years and playing in the Lumberdome. Good to see that the Bottineau program back up in the mix again. In your time, did you ever expect to see a Bottineau team getting to a region championship? Of course, you'd always think you would.
Well, after Harry's crew and Longy's crew there, I mean, what a team that was. But after that, you just kind of wonder, because in Bottineau, it's just so hard to put a good group of 4 years together. It seems like you get one or two guys spread out 4 years, and that's just the way it is in Bottineau. But the rugby co-op has sure helped. You know, it's been such a positive thing, just the numbers. It helps us compete a little better. So I don't know, they're right in it. One goal, we're right back in it. So
100%. What is it in the water up there that produces? It seems like every cycle there's a Milliken, there's a Longy, there's an Aid, there's a Herbel. Eisenzimmer, was that the guy that was?
Yeah, he's kind of the guy I looked up to when I was a little kid, you know.
He was my age time, you know. What can you pinpoint why that is? Why Bottineau has been such a hub for producing top producers in the state almost every 4 years?
You know, Bottineau's, it's just such a small town, but it's a hockey town. I mean, that's just the guys that play hockey, whether you're, 15 years old or whether you're 31 years old still going out on Sunday nights. It's just such a tight-knit little family up there. Just great group of people up in Bottineau. I can't say enough about the community up there. So
we talked about it earlier on today, talking with Eric Herbel. It is the Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. Former Mr. Hockey 2007, former Bottineau Brave great at that time, former Bismarck Bobcat. That's actually where got to know you, Mr. Herbel. Was with the Cats that first year you came in. I was the play-by-play voice at that time. With that being said, I've traveled around and seen arenas all over the globe, and you as well. Where does the Lumberdome rank for you as far as favorite places to play a game or view a game?
It's nothing like home. I mean, there's just nothing better. There's just something about it that you're gonna get a tough game up there, no matter what. The ice is fast. It's gonna be cold, small, loud. It's just fun.
I was saying to you today, of course, for anyone that doesn't know, I'm a Minot High guy through and through, a graduate, but I also enjoy getting to see high school hockey kids compete. You have to appreciate the talent on both sides 100%. I wouldn't mind seeing Bottineau host a first-round tournament game against a Davies or a Fargo South. Can you imagine what that would be like up there?
Somebody told me that today, and what a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It'd be the first and last time a state game's ever held in Bottineau, right? And man, would that be wonderful. We always appreciate your guys' support. I know we're rivals on the ice, but off the ice, you guys have really been good to us down here. So
Absolutely. Touch on your time here in Minot, winning a national championship with the MSU Beavers. That had to have been pretty special.
That ranks almost just as high as winning Mr. Hockey, if not higher, because it's a team award, And I just can't thank Wade enough. He's probably been my favorite coach I've ever had. He's just such a nice guy. Gave me second chances when I maybe didn't deserve them. I just can't say enough about him.
That championship happened in 2012, 2013. What do you remember most about that title run on the way to the national championship?
Oh, man, we were just really good. And people forget, we were supposed to play the Sioux that year, and it kind of got shut down at that third stage or whatever. We were going to do that flood relief game or whatever it was. And just a big group of seniors, just a tight-knit group. I've never been on a team that's been that tight-knit before. And just the memories, man. I wish I could go back some days, but they're long gone.
First ever championship for the MSU Beavers at that time. You played a pretty key role on that hockey team as well. How much do you miss the game? How much do you miss being in the locker room with guys? I mean, that's really the thing that I miss most about playing is just the practices and the camaraderie.
There's nothing better. And my message to the kids is something Wade said to me coming into my junior year. He said you don't have to be a star on a team to be a big part of a team. You can be a second, third line guy, second power play guy, penalty kill guy, and you're just the biggest part of the team as the first line guys. And it takes a team to win a game like this game we got going on right now. So,
tell me what you're doing these days up there.
Just doing the lawn and snow removal and selling golf carts and just really involved in business and just busy being a dad. Got two little beautiful girls and happily married, so
life is good.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic seeing you. We'll see you up at the lake this summer, man.
You bet, buddy.
We'll take the headsets off and talk for just another moment here. That's Eric Herbal, Mr. Hockey, 2007 in the state of North Dakota, former Bottineau great. Always great to see Mr. Herbal here tonight. We appreciate his time. Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report, 2-0. Minot High on top here tonight. We'll tell you how they got to the 2-0 lead when we come back with our game reset. It's North Dakota High School Hockey here on the PSP Network.
Vibeto Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibetoOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibeto Orthodontics.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we don't see a new car buyer or a used car buyer. We see a person giving us a chance to earn their trust, and we take that personally. We detail and inspect every pre-owned vehicle on our lot. So when you buy one, you'll leave feeling confident that the car is in great condition and you got a great value. Like this 2017 Sierra 1500 Crew, priced at an even $30,000. That's more than $2,000 below NADA book value. Come see us today at Ryan Buick GMC, your dealership of choice.
Premier Movement of Minot is now open. It's time to focus on your better health. Premier Movement is taking all the necessary precautions and guidelines for social distancing and safety. On top of that, by design, our workout classes have always featured small groups for better focus, accountability, and better results. And speaking of accountability, we're locally owned and take pride in the services we provide in helping clients achieve their fitness goals. Try a free 2-week trial and see for yourself. Find us at premiermovementnd.com.
Don't put off little fixes around the house any longer. Call FTK LLC Property Maintenance and Improvement. That's FTK. No job too big or too small. Take care of your spring cleanup and tree trimming and removal. Schedule your spring cleanup now. Call 701-340-5524 or find us on Facebook. Again, schedule now. Spring is right around the corner. FTK Property Maintenance and Improvement, LLC.
Minot is a uniquely connected community. We've been through a lot together, continually moving forward. First Western Bank and Trust has been a part of it all. A real local bank with good people, convenience, and the technology you want and deserve. Banks often claim we're here for you, but at First Western Bank and Trust, we can say we are you. First Western Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Internet is an essential part of life today. So why is it so hard to figure out how much speed you actually need? At SRT, we provide fast, reliable internet packages to help you live your best internet lifestyle, so you can enjoy seamless connections across every device in every room. Get our popular social package for only $45.95 a month. Great for the whole family. It doesn't have to be difficult to get Wi-Fi that works. Contact SRT and start loving your internet.
This presentation of the PSP Network is brought to you by Beaupre Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, First Western Bank and Trust, the UPS Store, Qdoba, and Arbo Photography.
That was one of the best high school hockey players to ever play the game. Eric Herbal joining us tonight. Fantastic to see such a kind man. Great hockey player, great guy. When you think of just a good old North Dakota guy, that's him. Eric Herbal, thanks again for stopping by here tonight. Mr. Hockey 2007. He's hoping his Braves can come back in this one. They trailed 2-0. It's the Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. We're almost set for our second frame. Time for our game reset here tonight, brought to you by our friends at Tires Plus. All brands under one roof with the guaranteed lowest prices and their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. Find them online, TiresPlusND.com. Reset to this hockey game. Hauser scored a minute 30 seconds in to the opening period tonight to put the Magicians up 1-0. And on the year for Derwin Hauser, that was a big one. Second tournament game with the goal. And picking up that goal, he marks number 4 down on the books on the year. 9 points now for Hauser. He was assisted by Kelton Esslinger and Gabe Thongfett. Thongfett then assisted again. So did Jaden Locke, this time on Jake Tice's goal at 8:31. And that was a doozy from Tice, his third of the year. Minot leads 2-0 at the end of 17 minutes. Shots on goal, 11-6. Minot favored there. Quality scoring chances. The Magi had 3. The Braves had 2. And Bottineau won the category of faceoffs. They won 6-5. Bottineau's been whistled for 1 penalty. The Magi for 1. .57 to start the second. We're underway here for the second. Here's a drive from the line as we start the middle frame. Puck's going to be taken here, moved up to center ice by the Magi. Swingster's going to carry in with it. He drops it down over to Morelli. He's going to be hit on the play, and the puck goes down to the far side corner. Bone break at the line, sends it up and in. On a play it went as it touched a stick out in front. Let's set up the radio dial for you for the second. Trey Sortland's in the blue paint on our left. The Magi traveling from the left to the right. It's Tyler Olson, the goaltender from the Braves, on the right side, with the Braves traveling from the right to the left. Two of the best goaltenders, in my mind, inside of the West region for North Dakota hockey. Talked about it in our WDA preview show the other day. Sortland's got the numbers to back it. Olson's a kid that doesn't have numbers like Sortland's, but I just tell you, I think that gets around the net well for a big kid, a player that certainly a gamer. We've got a delayed call coming here. Arms in the air, it's a high stick, and who will it be on? Power play time is coming, and the power play will come back out for the Magi. 16-19 left in a 2-0 second period. And into the sin bin will go Matt Olson for a high stick call. And Olson's in the box on a 2-minute high stick, which brings Minot's power play out for the second time here tonight. The Magi 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Faceoff will come down to the Minot High offensive zone. Glove side of Tyler Olson. Rybczynski off the draw. It's going to be taken one back up to the point. Operud's got it here. He's going to try to work it back ahead. Amsbaugh's going to take it away. Short-handed. Amsbaugh's in all alone. Amsbaugh shoots. He scored. Oh, Amsbaugh took it away. And back within one of the Braves is Ian Amsbaugh, short-handed, makes the Magi pay. He's got his 41st point of the year. Oh my goodness, hang on tight. One-goal hockey game on the short-handed tally from one of the state's top producers, Ian Amsbaugh. That's a big one. Let's see if it's going to be an unassisted short-handed goal here for Bottineau. They're back within one. Here's Duffy Dobeck. Delayed call coming here on the Braves. Minot High's got it. Down low offensive zone. Now it's touched. Amsbaugh unassisted. Rybczynski's going to go into the sin bin on a tripping call. And Rybczynski got together knee-to-knee with Casey Field. And the tripping call is going to be charged in back-to-back power plays for the Magi. This one will be a 5-on-3 for 1:28. After that, 32 seconds of power play time for the Magicians. Face-off on the blocker side of Tyler Olson. In on the draw, the puck's going to be taken and worked back out by the Braves. They send this one out to center and all the way back in the neutral ice zone to retrieve is Riley Operud. Here's Operud into the zone, hits the brakes, top of the circle, far side. On the blocker's side, it sits now where he dropped it over to Deal. Deal's got it up top, sent it back over to Operud. Getting a stick in the way of that one was Landon Rosendahl. The puck evades the zone, comes back away over to the far side where it's taken here by Deal. He's back in, hits the brakes, top of the circle, far wing. Setting it up top. Down low to Casey Field, center of the net. Field tried to tuck it home. There's Morelli, turns it, fires, bounces into the net. He scored! What a goofy play that was. Morelli whacked at it. The puck bounced twice, went through the 5-hole of Olson. And Morelli's got goals in back-to-back games. It's 3-1. Let's see if there's an assist on the play. It's going to be a power play goal. So scoring is picked up here to start our second period. Amsbaugh scored shorthanded. Then Morelli scores on the power play. Puck's going to be handled on the near side wing. Trying to clear it up to center. Here, let's listen in. Morelli from Deal, a power play goal, and the Magi lead 3-1. Puck sent back in behind the net of Trey Sortland. Gabe Thogfett there to retrieve it and pick it up back in behind. And Thogfett's going to start the rush up to center again. He has to spin off because right on top of him on the near side was Matt Olson, causing some trouble for the power play here. Now it's Isaiah Thogfett that retrieves and brings it into the offensive zone near wing. Underneath the goal line, down low, comes back away over to Luck. Comes back over to Gabe Thogfett, up at the point. Power plays out for 21 more seconds. Here's Luck, sent it down. Hall sent it in. Oh, it's in the net. Hall scores. Back-to-back tallies for the Magi on the power play. And two fluky ones over the glove of Tyler Olson. And it's 4-1 Magicians. Hall's on the board. Morelli's on the board. Hauser and Tice in the first period. And the Magi lead 4-1 as Amsbaugh's got the shorty here in the second. 14:02 left in the middle period. Had two in the first period. Had 3 goals scored here in the second. And we're just over 3 minutes in. Puck comes back away now to Hauser, far wing, taken by Bradley. Pushed up to center. Knudsen's got it. He'll set it down. Olsen's out of the net to play it.
Number 28, Bryce Hall.
Up over center again into the offensive zone for the Braves. The puck lays. Here's Duffy Dobeck. It's going to be Hall from Luck. And the Magi strike back-to-back. Bradley fired in ahead forward. It's going to be chipped ahead. Comes all the way down into the near side corner. Blocker side of Trace Sortland. Shuffled up. It comes to center. Moved ahead forward, and Esslinger's got it back here. Esslinger moves it off to Knutson. Moved over his hands and now back in his own territory to pick it up. The Braves are going to set up shop here with Amsbaugh. Amsbaugh's Hail Mary pass all the way up. It comes into the zone. Came Rosendahl. Blocker's side. Puck was going to be taken away there. Now the Braves cycling around underneath as it comes to the side of the net. Side of Sortland shot. Fired on there away from Alex Lorenz. He's got it again. Center slot. Turns it. Fires all into the glove. Trace Sortland. And now hang on tight. Amsbaugh and Riley Opperud having a face-to-face conversation. And those two kids, in their time in North Dakota high school hockey, have had some beef, to say the least. It's been fun to watch those two guys go toe-to-toe with each other for the last 3 seasons. Reminds me of Quinn Fuchs and Harrison Aid, the way those guys used to get together. They're not done yet. It's been Opperud's job to shut down Amsbaugh for the last 3 years, and they've done a nice job of that. Amsbaugh's been held at bay for the most part against the Magi. He sends it out in front here. Came up to the line. Slap shot blocked there by Field. And now it's going to be taken by Morelli. Shuffled up the wall. And the Braves will dump it in from center, but they have to regroup and touch up on sides. Here's Opperud, who's got it here. Opperud had 22 points last year in his junior campaign on the way to being selected to the All-State team. He's got 22 this year and some games to go for the young man for the Magi. Puck away to the far side. Swagstu's got it tied up on the far wall. Comes back up to Opperud. He's trying to clear the zone, and Opperud's going to take it and shuffle it back in behind the net over to Big Ben Bonebrink. Bonebrink on the near side. Voids a check there. On top of him was Alex Lorenz. Delayed call coming. Who's this going to be on? It's going to be on the Magi. Puck comes back up to the point. Bieberdorf's got it. Sends it in. He scored. Bieberdorf from the line. And the Braves are back within 2. Riley Bieberdorf fired it in and beat Trace Sortland on the delayed call. And Bottineau back within 2. Tyler Liffrig and Kyle Stevens are having a conversation here in the referee circle. Jaden Luck comes over. He wants to talk things over. I don't know if there's any question that that's a goal or not. I'm pretty sure that that's going to be a clean goal. But the referees continue to talk about it. Rybczynski's over here talking now to Tyler Liffrig. It will be a good goal. Bottineau's going to pull within 2 on the goal from Bieberdorf from the line. And Riley Bieberdorf's 3rd of the year has the Braves back within 2. This is far from over. 11:41 left in the second. The Magi up by 2, but the Braves want more. They carry down into the offensive zone. Shriver fired it on. That one hit traffic and went wide, mounted high, pushed it out to center. So the question mark was about the delayed call, and the goal on the delayed call just counts as their power play. They don't get a man advantage out of the deal.
Assist goal number 23, Alex Lorenz, and number 16, Ian Amsbaugh.
Amsbaugh and Lorenz. 23 and 16. In on the assists. Down underneath the net, offensive zone now for the Magi. Near wing, Jaden Luck's got it, moves it up to the point for Tice. Tice shuffled back over to Luck. Luck's going to move it back up to the point for Tice. Shuffled ahead, center slot. Here's the drive on in front. Oh, that one rose over the head of Olsen off the tape of Deal, and it comes back to center as it was cleared out and all the way down there by the Braves out of their own zone. They've got it again in their own defensive territory. Rybczynski on the near side, shuffled ahead forward off of Matt Olsen. He carries it down into the offensive zone on the near side. Fired back ahead all the way down onto the glove side of Olsen it comes. Went back away on the far side from Handelin. Magi pressuring here on the forecheck. They end up with it back deep inside the territory of the Braves. We're down to 10:15 to play in the second. Still 4-2. Minot High on top. Knutson out in front of the net. Make that haul out in front. Olsen took it from him, and it comes out to center where Bonebreak's got it again. Bonebreak trying to get away here from Mason Heisler. Up to center it comes down for Kelton Esslinger. He's in over the line, taken away by Amsbaugh, who one-handed it back out to center. And Amsbaugh's trying to bring it out to the neutral ice zone, but Hall got in the way of that. Esslinger's at center again, trying to move it back into the offensive zone, but a scrum at the neutral ice portion of the ice surface results in Hall poking it ahead into the offensive territory. Bouncing puck now corralled on the near side. Defensive zone for the Braves and handle it. Top of the circle, right side of the radio dial. Poked out to center by Amsbaugh. Sent it ahead forward off of Heisler. He'll dump it down into the corner. And we're down to 9:24 left here in the second period. Bonebreak on the near side. Blocker side of Sortland. D-zone. Fired it ahead over to the far wing. Trying to go to Hauser. Amsbaugh's going to get a stick on it. Comes underneath now for Lorenz. And Lorenz is back in behind the net. Tied up on the blocker side of Trey Sortland. Lorenz down there fighting for it along with Morelli. Puck is going to be freed down to Casey Field, and Field is out to center with it. He'll dump it in. Pad save from Olsen. Comes away to the far wall. Taken by Swanks. Too fancy move down low to Casey Field's side of the net. Blocker side it comes. It's going to be taken away here by Amsbaugh. He's going to start the motor on the near side up to neutral ice. He's over the blue line now. Goes in against Opperud. And Amsbaugh's down to the corner. Opperud wrote him off for the most part. Tice was there to take it away from Amsbaugh. It's free down to Ben Swangstu up to center. Swangstu's pass was taken away. Got into the hands now of Opperud again as it was dumped in. Opperud's tripped on the play. No call. Minot High fans wanted one there. They're not going to get it as the whistles have been put away for the most part here today. 2 power plays for the Magi. None for the Braves yet in the hockey game. Puck comes back on the near side wing. D-zone here for the Magi. Fields out to center. Cross ice over to Tice over the center ice stripe. He sends it down. First one there on the near wing is Deal, and Deal's got it tied up at the half boards. 8 minutes on the dot to play here in the second. Minot High leading 4-2. Winner moves on to the WDA championship game to play Bismarck Century at 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Puck sent in, hit with a high stick, so they let Bottineau touch it. The Braves do, and now they push out to center. It's taken here by Bradley. Off to Luck. Connects there. Into the zone comes Deal. Deal's going to turn and fire. Hit traffic out in front. They stop there from Lane Tiffany. And it's taken by the Braves, and they launch it all the way down. We get a whistle with 7:29 left in the second. Shots are now 13-9 as the Magi lead 4-2. Let's reset for you here as the faceoff will come on the glove side of Tyler Olsen. He's seen 13 in the contest. He stopped 9 of them. Trey Sortland has seen 9. He stopped 7. The breakaway goal from Amsbaugh and a shot from the line that found its way through after Beaverdorf scored. Puck's going to be sent in offensive zone for the Magi. Underneath the net, back up to Bradley at the point near wing. Shuffled it ahead forward into the circle it comes. Back away on the near side where Deal's trying to go to work for it. It's going to be taken and fired up ahead to center. Taken by Bradley now on the near side. And Bradley spins it right back ahead off to Deal. Taken at neutral here by Adam Handelin. And Handelin moved it ahead forward. Fired out to center. Went off a Deal. And Deal's going to dump it right back in. Olsen out of the net to play it. Left it back in behind. Handelin's going to start the rush. Fired it out to center. That one got past Matt Olsen. It's going to come in on Trey Sortland, however. And Sortland just goes off to Riley Opperud on the far side. Opperud's hounded there. Freed it over to Swangstu. Swangstu sends it back to the near side wing. Defensive zone for the Magi. Down underneath the goal line it went. Down the reverse there from Bradley. Got it to Morelli. Sent it up top, and it's held it at the line by Beaverdorf, who has the game's most recent goal. Morelli's got it again. Trying to clear the zone. Sends it out and around. Lorenz holds it in at the blue line. Amsbaugh's got it underneath the goal line. Amsbaugh, glove side of Sortland, brings it up center slot, turns and fires. Oh, sent it just wide. Comes back away now on the near side to Lorenz. He fires it on, and Trey Sortland goes down onto the pillows and hangs onto it with 6:08 left here in the second period. What a game it's been tonight. Everything and more you'd hope out of a WDA semifinal matchup. The biggest part of it tonight for me has been the atmosphere inside a Pepsi rink. This place has been lively with a capital L. Holds 2,400. Mr. Herbal and I were talking about it at the break. It's got to be 15 in here probably at least. Good crowd for a high school hockey game, especially in the 2020s where crowds, it just seems like high school kids and other fans have more important things to do than come and watch North Dakota high school hockey. Great to see the support here tonight. Puck's touch there by Hauser, comes all the way down, and we have an icing brought to you by Magic City Inspections, the locally owned company that's committed to providing exceptional inspection services to ensure that you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. Find them online, monetinspections.com. Want to give a special thanks to our friends at Century Eyewear, Qdoba, Monet's finest collision center, the Monet Hockey Boosters, United Agronomy, Beaupre Law Firm, Subway, and Paul Siebert as well. The Bottineau fans across from us, inside the Monet High defensive zone right now, just to the left of the Bottineau bench. That whole section is full of purple here tonight, and they haven't sat down the entire hockey game. Neither have the student section, has the student section from Monet High here tonight. A lot of fans on their feet. A lot to cheer about. 6 goals in the hockey game. Here's Casey Field back in his own end. He took it there from Tyson. He's trying to play keep away here back in his own territory. Down it comes as on top of him was Shriver. Goes off to Bonebreak, and it's going to be sent up the near side wing, trying to clear the zone. They can't quite do so. Shriver's got it back. He's going to skate in. Tice went down to Anita, block a shot. Big stop there. And Fields out to center. He's got Tice with him. Fields going to make a move. He's into the zone. Turns and fires. Big stick save there. Rebound. Oh, set wide. Puck comes back away. Up to Bonebreak. Shuffled it high up off the glass. Braves reset. They take it and fire it all the way down. And we're going to trade icings here with 4:40 left in the second. It is a 4-2 hockey game. The Magi are on top here tonight. Well, we talk about the Pepsi rink here at Mesa Arena. The additional rink that was built onto the Mesa complex back in 2016, 2017. Holds 2,400 maroon seats shaped like a horseshoe, if you will. And on top of that horseshoe, there's a mezzanine at the far side where there's no seats back behind that goal, but there's people that stand up above, and that whole mezzanine is full here tonight with fans that hang over the top of Tyler Olson. Puck's in that zone right now, and it's taken by the Braves. They're going to bring it up to center with Getzlaff. Getzlaff met by Knutson. Knutson took it from him, brought it into the zone, but we've got an offsides charged here on the Magi. Well, you talk about guys that have been good for Bottineau all the year, and Getzlaff is certainly one of them. He had 2 goals against Jamestown in the quarterfinals. He's only a freshman with 20 points on the year. He's going to be good by the time it's all said and done. Is he the next Eric Herbal or Aid or Amsbaugh? Brought it up a few times. I'd have to think so. Knutson, one-timer, sent in front. Oh, rebound, they scored. Hall's got his second of the game. Esslinger to Knutson. Hall tucks it home. It's 3 on the side for the Magi, ahead of the Braves, 5-2. Second goal of the game for Bryce Hall. Knutson and Esslinger are going to get the assists on the play. And the Magi lead 5-2 with 4:07 left here in the second. Puck comes back away now. Off the face-off, it's pushed all the way down into the Magi defensive territory where Operud's back on the retrieve. He's sent it back over here to Gabe Thongfett, and Thongfett fires it up off the glass, up to center for Isaiah Thongfett, and Thongfett's in with it. Here's Isaiah Thongfett, sent it in. Stick save there from Tyler Olson. Puck comes back up now on the near side wing. Held in by Operud at the blue line. Sends it down to the corner. Luck's got it down in deep. Luck tried to free it back off the deal. Well, Knutson and Esslinger on the assist. Here's Luck back in. He'll turn and fire, save, rebound out in front. Shot came in with just wide on the blocker side. And the Braves are going to send this one the length of the ice again. Sortland's just going to play it to the side of the blue paint. Braves are looking for a change maybe. Comes away to the near side. And the Magi have numbers. Morelli's in with it along with Thongfett. In there with Luck as well. Sit down in front. Oh, big stop. Rebound comes out in front. And Tyler Olson's going to hang on to it as Thongfett came crashing in as well. Here with 3:06 to play in a second period. that has seen plenty of action. 5 goals in the second when we saw 2 in the first, both from the Magi. The Magi have found a way to score 3 and the Braves to score 2 here in the second. 15 goals in the last 2 games for Bottineau-Rugby coming in. They're a team that has that dynamic scoring power and guys that can do so. I talked about it all year long. They're never out of a game, especially at the region when they got fans behind them. Morelli works it up top, offensive zone. Off it came to Tice. He sent it in. Skates got in the way of that one, and a nice play from Cole Veets-Riley to soccer it off to the corner. Magi and Morelli at center ice. They'll free it into the zone. Came Swanks too. He lost a handle on it. Puck comes back away down to the Braves on the near side. They're going to push it up to center. And up over the center ice stripe, it came for Lane Tiffany. He's hit hard by Morelli, and Tiffany went for a ride. Taken here by Hauser. Shuffled off ahead. Into the zone for the Magi. It's Casey Field that will dump it. Chasing it after Rybczynski. Rybczynski takes it and fires it all the way out to center ice. Hit the Minot High bench or player on the bench, and we'll have a stop of the play and a face-off coming back in Bottineau-Rugby territory. Well, on the bench right now for the Bottineau-Rugby Braves, Jesse Nostal in his second year. He's got a black Adidas jacket on with the Bottineau Braves logo and the Rugby Panthers logo on it, or the Rugby High School Hockey logo on it. Replaces Dave Hoff, who was at Bottineau for 30 seasons. Can't touch it off on Dave Hoff either. That guy was an absolute legend. He was the USA Hockey coach in chief for 11 years for this region in all of USA Hockey. Puck's up and out of play, by the way. Head coach of the Para Sled World Championship team for the Sled Hockey Olympics, or Sled Hockey World Championships, I'm sorry. Graduated from Minot State in 1980. Went on to coach the Bottineau-Rugby Braves and the Bottineau Braves for 30 seasons. Some big shoes to fill. Absolute legend inside of North Dakota high school hockey. 5-2 Minot High's on top with 2 minutes left here in the second. Big hit on the near side, offensive zone. Puck's fired in from center. Olsen went down and made the save. And the puck's going to be taken and gobbled up by the Magi. They're back in with it. Here's Thongfett near side, sends it in, and the stop is made. Olsen went down into the butterfly, and he hung on to it. 15th save of the hockey game on the 20th shot here tonight. Well, not to look too far ahead, talking about what we know with how good Bottineau is. They're never out of it. But if Minot High can hang on here, they're going to play at 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon when they'll take on the Century Patriots. If not, Minot High will, if they don't win this game, they'll take on the winner of Bismarck High and Mandad at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. Deal's down low, offensive zone. Deal is crushed there by Rybczynski. That was a big boy hit from Rybczynski. Amsbaugh's out with it. Starts snaking his way through center ice, and Amsbaugh's got it here. He's over the blue line, dropped it off to Lorenz. Lorenz pounded there by Gabe Thongfett. Taken by Oproot, sends it around the end boards to the near side wing. Comes back away on the near wall. Walker's side, trying to clear the zone. Rybczynski's going to hold it. Hall hit him. Hit on Sortland. Sortland makes the save, and now Gabe Thongfett's got it again. Thongfett shot it right into traffic. He's going to have to turn it back in his own territory. Now goes in front of the net. Over to Hauser. Hauser's up over center. Hall's looking for the hat trick. Hall's in. He's got Deal with him. Sent it out in front. Oh, couldn't get a handle on it. Deal crashed into Olsen. And the puck comes back away now to Oproot. Olsen in the blue paint back up. Oproot's got it here. Turns and fires out angle shot. And Tyler Olsen made the save. Up to center ice. Puck's taken away here by Lorenz. He crosses into the offensive zone with it. I'm sorry, that was 26. Tangy instead. Puck comes down low into the offensive territory here for the Braves now. Underneath it comes. Minot High takes it away, and we're down to 25 seconds to play here in the middle period. 5-2, Minot High's on top. Sent in from center on Sortland's glove side, down it came, and the faceoff will come all the way back in Minot High territory. Offensive territory, that is. 5-2. The Magi are on top. We'll have our full game reset. Plenty to talk about in our intermission show coming up. Brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. 3 chiropractors at Premier Chiropractic. They all do a fantastic job. Off the draw, Morelli took it one-timer, sent it up. All right, kids, cut him down. We're at 10 seconds right now. And Bonebrake holds it in at the line. He's going to send it towards the net. Puck's flipped out by the Braves, rolling all the way down. It comes. Sortland's out of the net to play it. And Trey Sortland sends it ahead off to Casey Field. And that's how period number 2 will come to a close. Minot High leading this one by a score of 5-2. Well, we had a little bit of everything there in the second, didn't we? That was a busy period. 5 goals in total in the middle frame. And at the end of 34 minutes, Minot High leads Bottineau-Rugby 5-2. Let's go to our Premier Chiropractic Intermission Reports, North Dakota High School Hockey, here on the PSP Network and the region semifinals tonight. Minot High looking to put one more period in the books to advance to the state high school hockey tournament.
Your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability. For all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs, your project can rely on Ackerman Esfold. Find them online at ackermanesfold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esfold. Find them at ackermanesfold.com.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Planet Pizza. Systems go for lunch. Frequent supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
When shopping for your next vehicle, shop Drive Chevrolet Buick, the dealer with the hometown buying experience and the big town inventory. Drive Chevrolet Buick has locations in Bottineau, Rugby, and Harvey. Browse the massive inventory online at drivechevrolet.com. New and used selections with small town prices. Our deals are worth the drive. drivechevrolet.com.
5-2 Minot High on top through 34 minutes. It's been a classic one tonight. Plenty of scoring there in the middle period. We'll get to the game reset in just a moment. It is the Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. Premier Chiropractic here in the Magic City. Big thank you to them. Got the coach on the bench right now. We'll hop down to Jordan Willert, the assistant coach of the Magi, standing by. Jordan, your thoughts on that second period? My goodness, that almost had a little bit of everything there, didn't it?
Yeah, well, like we spoke before, Nick, that they're a rattlesnake. They can strike at any minute. The Amsbach kid makes a good play on a penalty kill and goes in and happens to score, and then they find one later there. But you got to credit our fellas too. We're getting pucks to the net. We're working extremely hard in that dirty area that period. As you and I were talking there off air, win a period here, go to state for the 38th time. That's what's on the line here. Have a chance to play for a WDA crown. 5-2 is a lot better than 4-2. So let's, take care of the little things here, and it'll be a fun night for us.
How cool is it that Bryce Hall, the transplant, comes in and has a big night for you guys here tonight? He's been a good player and really kind of found his way here for the Magi, but he's right in the top of our conversation for player of the game right now.
Kind of a funny story. An assistant coach, Holden Kurtz, texted me before the game. I was all nervous. He's trying to calm me down. He said, you know what, Bryce Hall's going to have a game tonight. And sure enough, look at that. Two Genos there, bango, bango. You know, that line, him, Luck, and Deal, there's a lot of speed and skill on that line. They kind of feed off each other well. You know, since he's moved in, I think he's kind of become buddies with those kids. That's 3 juniors playing together, and, you know, they're really exciting. And, you know, if you get to the dirty areas, good things happen, Nick. That's what happens when you work hard, and, you know, it's been great to see.
I sure appreciate you. Final thing, the biggest key for the third, if you guys want to make your 38th trip to the state tournament, what is it, Coach?
The old cliche, right? KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Pucks out at our blue line, pucks in at their blue line, defend, 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 family, block shots, all that stuff for each other, lay it on the line. It might hurt, but it's going to feel really good at the end of this 17 minutes.
Hey, no matter what happens here, let's talk at the end of the game, if you don't mind, if that's good with you.
I would love to come speak with you, Nick.
All right, Jordan Willard, the assistant coach of the Magi, ice level with us here tonight. We sure appreciate you, Coach. Fantastic stuff. 5-2 Minot High leading this hockey game. We'll have the game reset coming up in just a few moments, waiting on the official score sheet up here in the booth. We will tell you again that we have an update from other games today. Bismarck Century takes down Williston. That one in overtime, 5-4. And the Patriots advance into the championship game of the WDA hockey tournament. They'll play Minot High or Bottineau-Rugby on Saturday at 4 p.m. here at the Pepsi Rink. Red River knocked off Fargo South Shanley 7-0. Last I saw, Central was leading Davies 3-0. We'll see if we can get an update from the matchup tonight with Bismarck High and Mandan and Jamestown and Dickinson as well. It's the Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. Premier Chiropractic, focused on improving the health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. You can find them online, premierchiropracticnd.com. We'll have our full game reset when we return. We'll tell you how the Magi have mustered up 5 and how the Braves have scored their 2 here tonight. We'll do that when we come back to the Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. It is the semifinals of the WDA hockey tournament here on the PSP Network. The Magi are up by 3. On the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard, we'll tell you how they got there when we come back.
Comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Systems go for lunch when supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
When shopping for your next vehicle, shop Drive Chevrolet Buick, the dealer with the hometown buying experience and the big town inventory. Drive Chevrolet Buick has locations in Bottineau, Rugby, and Harvey. Browse the massive inventory online at drivechevrolet.com. New and used selections with small town prices. Our deals are worth the drive. drivechevrolet.com.
Hi, this is Kevin Vigestead from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We want to wish all student athletes good luck this season, and may the friendships you make and lessons you learn last a lifetime. At First International Bank and Trust, we're more than a bank. We're a family, a partner in the community where we live and work. We're proud of all that you are accomplishing and can't wait to see what your future holds. Good luck to all the teams. First International Bank and Trust, live first.
This presentation of the PSP Network is brought to you by Bottineau Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, First Western Bank and Trust, the UPS Store, Qdoba, and Arbo Photography.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Bryce Hall has got 2 goals tonight for the Magi. Hauser's got 1. Tice has got 1. Morelli's got 1. Amsbaugh's got 1. So does Bieberdorf. 7 have been scored through 34 tonight. And we've got 17 minutes to see if any more will be scored. If there's none, Minot High will move on to the WDA Championship Saturday afternoon. Big thanks again to Premier Chiropractic, bringing you our intermission report here tonight. Premier Chiropractic, ND.com. Game reset here tonight after 2 periods of play, brought to you by our friends at Tires Plus. All brands under one roof with the guaranteed lowest prices and their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. Find them online, TiresPlusND.com. We also would like to thank the UPS Store, delivering you the game reset as well. UPS Store located on South Broadway in Minot, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and 8:30 to 3 on Saturdays. The UPS Store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. It's the UPS Store. Here's the game reset. Minot High didn't wait long tonight. They got on the board 1 minute 30 seconds in, and Derwin Hauser found the cookie jar and put Minot High up on top early in this one here tonight. Hauser picking up his 4th goal of the year. Esslinger and Gabe Thogfett had an assist on that goal. Then at 8:31, Jake Tice with a beautiful play. That was the one that found the cookie jar up over the blocker side into the high corner. How about a macadamia nut, maybe a chocolate chip for Tice? Cookie jar goal there, and Luck and Gabe Thogfett assisted on that one as well. Into the second we went, and 53 seconds into the second, it was Ian Amsbaugh. 41st points of the year. The kid's a gamer and a good one. Scores shorthanded, and that brings Bottineau back into the contest, down by 1. It was 2-1 at that point. Then at a minute 52, Aiden Morelli scored. Zach Deal had the assist, and Morelli continuing his tear here this senior year, his 12th of the season. And Morelli got the Magi back in the driver's seat in a good way with Deal on the assist. Bryce Hall added another one, and Hall's goal propelled the Magicians on the power play to back-to-back power play goals. He was assisted by Jaden Luck. Riley Bieberdorf made it 4-2 when he scored, and Bieberdorf picked up goal number 3 of the year Alex Lorenz and Ian Amsbaugh had the assist at 5:19. That was an even strength goal. And then Bryce Hall grabbed his second of the game, and Hall, now up to 6 goals on the season, was assisted by Esslinger and Dawson Knutson. And that's where we stand at the end of 2 periods played. Minot High leading 5-2. Shots in the hockey game are 21-10. 11-6 for the Magi in the first, 10-4 in the second for the Magicians. Quality scoring chances marked as Minot High leading that category 7-4. 3 power plays for Minot High with 2 power play goals. Bottineau-Rugby with 1 power play and 1 shorthanded goal for 1 on the man advantage. Faceoffs won, Minot High winning that category 16-14. That's the game reset brought to you by our friends at Tires Plus and the UPS store. Magic City Inspections brings you a look around the tournament bracket. Magic City Inspections, a locally owned company committed to providing exceptional inspection services so you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. Find them online at bonnetinspections.com. Red River over South Shanley 7-0. Central leads Davies 6-0 in the second. West Fargo trailing Grafton Park River 4-3 and loser outplay. And North leads West Fargo 3-1 in the second. Century topped Williston 4-3 in overtime to advance to the region title game. Dickinson is leading Jamestown 1-0 at the end of the second. And Bismarck High leading Mandan 3-0 in the first. Time for the third. Minot High and Bottineau. Minot High leading 5-2. Face-off won at center ice by the Magi, and they're going to dump it in. The Magicians will travel from the right to the left for the third period, left to the right for the Braves. Puck is going to be sent out to center by Bottineau-Rugby. And it's dumped right back in by the Magi and Gabe Thogfan, who sent it down. Hauser's back in behind the net. Underneath the goal line now. Hauser's going to work it back up top over here to Oprud. Hauser out to Oprud at center ice, and Oprud's going to send it back in. Bieberdorf gloves it, brings it ahead forward here. Hauser trying to get a handle on the near side wing. And Morelli's going to send it into the offensive zone down to Came. On the retrieve. Back behind his own net. Handelin took it, moved it out to center, sent it all the way down. The Braves go for a wholesale change. And the Magi have real estate with Operud, who goes from his own end to Luck at center, and into the zone they come. Giving chase here is Deal. Olsen's out of the net to play it. He fired it out to center. Tice will take it and fire it right back in. Tice sent it down in underneath the goal line. Puck comes back away here to the Braves. They send it out to center. Bonebreak's got it again. And Bonebreak shuffled it ahead. Came into the possession of Matt Olsen. Now there's a 2-for-2 scrum right at center ice in front of the penalty box. Well, the next goal's a big one. What a cliche that is. But we might end up seeing a gong show like we did the other night when Minot High won that game 8-2. Things got carried away. These teams don't like each other by any means. Luck's back in behind the net. Working on it, sent it up to the point. Tice is going to be handling here. He sends it down to the corner, back to Luck. Sent it on in front. Nobody home for Deal. Went off of a stick out in front of the net by Costa. Costa got a stick on it and all the way down to Came. Bonebrink sent it off to Deal at center. Dump and chase again for the Magi. Forechecking hard. Here's Luck. He's going to put the hit on Tiffany and free the puck for Isaiah Thogfett back in behind. Isaiah's still down there causing some trouble. Tiffany now frees it. Sends it up the near side wing, and the Braves trying to push to center. They do. Look out. Knutson comes in and puts a pretty good hit on Schreiber. Back in behind the net of Sortland blocker side. Bouncing puck goes over to the half wall. Right underneath the hash marks on the far side of Came. Came back down to the possession here for Operu. Scotty Fuchs coming up here tonight into the press box to say hello. The father of great Minot High magician Quinn Fuchs. Asked him if Amsbaugh and Operu reminded him at all of Harrison Aiden, his son Quinn. Got a big smile on his face, so they said those kids play alike, don't they? I said, yes, they do. Back to the point it comes. Taken here by Gabe Thogfett, sent it in. Tyler Olsen went down and made the save. And the puck's going to be taken here. It's held in by the Magi. Morelli's tripped up with the play, no call. And now Amsbaugh's going to come up to center with it. Amsbaugh in on a 1-on-2, trying to get it around Thogfett. Does, takes it back behind the net. Amsbaugh into the circle on the near side. Cycles it back underneath the net. Thogfett will take it and wrap it to the far side wing. Held in at the line by the Braves. Amsbaugh in Gretzky's office again down to the corner. Thogfett took it from him. Freed over to the far side where it goes down to Lorenz. Shot came in on Sortland. He made the save. And it comes back away now to Gabe Thogfen, who shuffles it up to center. And Hanlon retrieves, comes back into the possession at neutral ice. Here for Amsbaugh. Amsbaugh's going to carry it in. Amsbaugh trying to get in, fires a shot on. That one hits Sortland up on the mask, went down to the pillows, and then popped up. Athletic play from Trace Sortland, getting the head in the way of that one. And the Magi are forced to ice it.
I'd like to wish a very happy birthday, 15th birthday to Presley Bennett. Happy birthday, Presley. Have a great day.
Well, there's Pete Stenberg on the call, wishing Presley Bennett a happy birthday here tonight. We'd also like to wish a happy birthday to Travis Rybczynski, the head coach of the Lumberjacks, father of number 4 for the Bottineau-Rugby Braves. Celebrated his birthday yesterday. Up to center ice it comes. It's taken by the Braves. They dump it down in behind Sortland. Tice is back on the retrieve, and Tice will take it back in behind the net, send it around to the near side. Did Tice. Comes back away to Matt Olson down at the line. Here's a drive that whistled in off the tape there of Rybczynski from the near line over to the far corner. Right side of the radio dial to the left come the Magi now as Deal's going to push it out. He'll gain the zone and take it all the way down into the corner where Luck's the first one in after it. Luck's got it here, trying to work it to the point to Tice. He did. Came back to Luck. And now it's taken here by the Braves. Comes back away now to Deal. Center slot. Deal's got it. Sends it up and wide on the glove side. Comes back away now off to Jaden Luck. Sent it from one side of the ice to the other in the offensive zone. It's now on the blocker side of Olsen. Puck comes back to the line. Bradley's got it here. Half boards it comes for the Magi. Decked out in the maroon helmets, pants, and gloves tonight. Luck's got it underneath the net. Trying to send it out in front. And Bradley's going to have to regain control at center. Here comes Jackson. Bradley's back in. One-on-one drill. Bradley whistled in on the offsides. And the opportunity was there for the Magi. And Bradley just a step in offsides as Minot High trying to touch up. Well, when you talk about the Magi, a team that has 2 state championships to their name, 92 and 2015. They've won the region tournament 5 times only. 1998, 2000, 2003. They won it back-to-back in 05 and 06. And the Magi haven't won it since 2006. That's how we started the show last night, talking about what were you doing in 2006. That was quite some time ago. It's either been Bismarck High or Bismarck Century that has won the region tournament championship since then. Puck's going to be shuffled up the wall, comes out to center. Tice is on the retrieve back in his own territory. It used to be in North Dakota high school hockey in the late 80s, early 90s that there was no region tournament. That region tournament in place of, there was a playoff at the end of the season where the West teams would have to play the East teams. Top seed from the West would play the bottom 4 from the East to make their way to the state tournament. Sent all the way down. And on the icing, the Braves are whistled. We'll tell you that Paul Siebert from State Farm bringing you the game tonight to end that icing along with Subway, Beaupre Law Firm, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, Minot's Finest Collision Center, the Minot Hockey Boosters, and United Agronomy. Here in 2021, the winner of this game will get a home game next Tuesday night to open the state high school hockey tournament. On traditional format here in 2021, Amsbaugh's out to center. He's trying to put his bid in to host it at the Lumberdome. He walked in on Thogfen, and Gabe Thogfen took it from him. Now it's tied up inside the Minot High blue line, and Thogfen wins the battle. He's out with it. And here comes Gabe Thogfen. He's going to walk it all the way into the offensive zone. Down it came back behind the net. Lorenz shuffled it around with the backhand over to the near side wing. Top of the circle. Hauser dumps it further into the zone where Casey Field goes in after it. Fields going to work it up top. Came away now. Here to Riley Oprud. He's across the blue line. Sit in front. Tipped. Oh, big kick save there from Olsen. Out to center it comes now as Lorenz will start the motor at the Minot High blue line. Makes a move. He's going to walk in. Turns and fires. Oh, Sortland made the stop there. Puck's chipped up off the glass by Oprud in his own end. Fired up to center into the zone. 2-on-1 for the Magi. Hauser on the near side. Oh, lost the handle on the puck. Hauser from the side of the cage walked it out. Shot save. Rebound loose in front. Amsbaugh to the line. Oprud on a tee. Whistle to Howitzer in. Puck was on its side, so it was a knuckle puck. Came back to the point. Bradley's got it. Tipped in front there. Deal got a stick on it. Went from about knee high down onto the ground. And Olsen had to make the save, under 10 to play in the third. 5-2, Minot High's on top. Amsbaugh's got the wheels turning now. He's up over center. Amsbaugh's in over the Minot High line. Whistled for the offsides. And Amsbaugh went right over to Kyle Stevens. He didn't like that call. When you look at Bottineau-Rugby, they have 15 appearances at the state high school hockey tournament. Their last was in 2012. It's been a while for the Braves since they've made it back to the big dance. They've had some pretty darn good teams and some pretty top-end talent to that time. But their hiatus at the state tournament could end this year. They're one of my picks to make it. They're going to have to go through loser-out play. They're going to end up playing the winner of Bismarck and Mandan. Bismarck High was winning that hockey game earlier on. Last we saw, 3-0. Puck comes back down into the corner. That is, of course, unless they can't find a way to come back in this one. Bradley holds it in at the line. Far side offensive zone, left side of the radio dial. Puck's sent around to the near wing, right in front of the student section that's at full capacity here tonight. Isaiah Thogfett back and behind. Luck spun it out in front. Came up to the point. Tice will take it and fire it in. Another block shot there for Matt Olson. And Matt Olson's going to be run into a Tice by Tice at center. And Tice picks it up, brings it back in. Here's Tice, sends it off to Luck. Luck's it all alone. Backdoor, here's a drive. Oh, what a shot. Hit the pipe. Came back away down to Deal. Minot High thinks they scored a goal here. Puck comes back away to Hanlon, back in his own defensive territory. Magi fans think that one was in. Puck comes back in for Hanlon. He fired, he fanned on it. Came now away to Gabe Thogfett, back in behind Trey Sortland. And Hall's going to start the rush to center for the Magi. Up it comes to Kelton Esslinger. He's in on a 1-on-3. Esslinger sends that one up and wide. Oh no! Esslinger went down and hard, back in behind the net. He's still down. And the arm comes up, and Minot High's going to go on the power play. Esslinger went down and hard. He's up to his knees. And it looks like it's an Amsbaugh or Rybczynski's that's going to go into the box here. Esslinger's back up. It's Rybczynski that's going to go in. It was a 1-on-3 play into the zone. Esslinger got the shot away, and then Esslinger was tattooed into the end wall by Rybczynski. There's a conversation here with the two head officials tonight. They have a conversation right below us in the referee circle. Morelli talks to Amsbaugh, the two captains outside of that official circle. Amsbaugh and Morelli have slight smiles on their faces. Tyler Liffrig still talking it over with the other official here tonight, trying to make their decision on which way this will go. Is it going to be a 5 or a 2 is the question mark. It's 8:11 remaining in the third for the time. 5-2 the score. Minot High's on top. And Jason Sauls and Tyler Liffrig come up with their decision. It will be a 2-minute roughing call. And now Minot High having a conversation at their bench. Grubb talking to the players and Jason Bennett talking to Sauls. Jordan Willard chewing bubble gum. He just blew a gigantic bubble and it popped and it landed right on top of his nose. He had to pull it off with his fingertips. The stuff that you see at the high school hockey games. Talked about his nervousness coming into the game. Wonder how much of that gum he's chewed here tonight. Puck comes back away down to Neal on the near side. Worked it back up top to Oproot. Well, this could be the nail in the coffin if Minot High can get a power play goal. Shot in. Olsen with a big save. Rebound came in, diving in front of that one, and a nice play from Bieberdorf. He went down and made the stop, so it didn't get to Olsen. Oproot at the point, sent it back over. Deal's got it here, sends it down into Gretzky's office, over to Field, back up top to Deal. Deal's got it, sends it across to the far side, top of the circle. Swanks to Oproot, one-timer, sent it in wide. Rebound, Morelli sent that one towards the cage. Olsen made the save. And the puck's going to be sent down to the zone here by the Braves from Amsbaugh. It's going to come into the possession of Oproot. Back at center, Morelli is going to spin back away here on the near side wing. Skates backwards with it. Drops it off to Oproot. Oproot is going to start the rush into the offensive zone now over the blue line. Oproot spins it down into the corner. From in behind the net it comes. Casey Fields got it here. He's going to walk it out, sends it back door. Swings to right there, couldn't pull the trigger. We're down to 51 seconds of power play time. Under 7 to play here in the third. Off down a Deal. Came back away to Oprud. Hopped over his tape at the blue line, and Oprud has to regroup at center. The Minot Magicians are going to go for a change on their power play unit up front with forwards. Luck's out there now. Here's Deal as well. Deal onto his backhand. Spun it to his forehand. A half a minute of power play time. Up it comes. Down Isaiah Thogfett to the corner for Oprud. Trying to send it down low. Comes back up top now. Luck's got it here. Luck being worked out by Amsbaugh. Amsbaugh's going to take it. And Amsbaugh, short-handed, is going to put a slap shot to the other end of the ice. Sortland's put the stick on it and left it in behind for Hall. 9 seconds of power play time. 6:17 left in the third period. 5-2 Minot High on top. Hall makes a move. He's got 2 goals tonight, looking for another one. Rybczynski's out of the box. They're at full strength now as it comes down underneath the net here on the near side wing. Over to the far side for Matt Olson it comes. Fires it up. Tice is going to have to regroup at center with the help of Thogfett. He bumps it ahead. Hall's got it. Hall off to Isaiah Thogfett, far wing. Matt Olson got into Thogfett. He went for a ride. And then the puck's going to be flung back out to center where Tice handles it again. Tice to Bonebreak. Off it comes to Locke. Into the zone for Hall. He'll turn and fire. Hit traffic out in front on the defensive stop there. And an ice one coming from Tanguay. Comes back away on the far side half wall. Puck's going to be poked ahead there by Getzlaff. All the way down it comes. And Bonebreak's back on the retrieve. Big Ben Bonebreak from his own end. Met by Amsbaugh. Then Bonebreak's going to take it from Amsbaugh. Amsbaugh working on him. Chopping at those hands. No call on the play. They've let him play tonight. I love these officials. They've done a fantastic job here tonight. Hauser's going to come in with it. Hauser side of the net. Puts a shot on. Save rebound. Loose out in front. Puck taken by Amsbaugh. We go back the other way for the Braves. Amsbaugh's in, 1-on-3. Oprud shut the door on him. And then Oprud down in the corner with Amsbaugh. They scrum on it. Puck's going to come back into the possession of Oprud, and he's got real estate. Oprud sends it up to the far side. Past Esslinger it went, and Amsbaugh takes it again at center. Esslinger trying to take it away here on the near side from Rosendahl, but Rosendahl dumps it in. 4:40 to play in the third. 5-2 Minot High is on top. 5 of those 7 goals came in the second period. Minot scored twice in the first. Hauser scored a minute 30 into the contest. And this place was at volume from the start tonight. Best crowd we've seen for high school hockey in the Magic City since I can remember here at the Pepsi Rink. Not quite like the 1990s and early 2000s at the old All Seasons Arena when I could first remember attending Minot High Bottineau games. Those crowds were insanity. This is a great crowd, however. Students are here, they're loud. Bottineau fans are here, they're loud. It's been good all night long. On the near side wing at the neutral ice zone. Puck's going to be picked up and taken ahead forward. This is Mason Heisler's in. Makes a move. Heisler's down. Shoots. Oh, Sortland made the save. Look behind him. And Heisler had an excellent opportunity. And the fans come to volume for their all-state goaltender, Trey Sortland. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the third period. 5-2, Minot High's on top. We will have coverage of the WDA hockey tournament on Saturday. If there's no radio coverage for the teams that are playing in game 1 or 2, we will pick it up to make sure the kids get covered. Not, you can find the links to where to listen to those games on the PSP network. Puck's taken here by Bonebreak. He's going to fire it ahead forward. One off of Isaiah Thogfett. All the way down it comes. Minot High student section's on top of Amsbaugh now with the overrated chant. Puck comes back away to the far side. I don't know, kids. He's pretty doggone good. 65 points last year. 41 this year. 169 coming into tonight's game. He's up to 170 now. 171 actually. Bonebreak and Amsbaugh have a conversation right after Trey Sortland made the stop. And Bonebreak still in the ear of Amsbaugh, and Amsbaugh not backing down. Face-off on Trey Sortland's glove side. Hang around for the Prostown Production DJ Services postgame show tonight. We'll break this one down. We'll get you set up for the remainder of the tournament. Plenty to talk about here tonight. We'll have Jordan Willard, the assistant coach of the Magi, as well. Oprud and Amsbaugh, offensive zone for the Braves. They scrum forward, puck's freed on the near wall. Up at the half boards, trying to clear it out of the Magi and Hauser. Held it nicely by Bieberdorf at the line. Taken by Amsbaugh. He sent it in. And then it's going to come back down into the corner. Amsbaugh is going to handle on it here. Amsbaugh got into Oprud. Oprud took the worst of that one. Now we're going to have a delayed call coming here on Riley Oprud. Pucks out to center. Comes back away. Now for Bieberdorf at center. He'll send it in. Sortland to play it. And I think we're going to have a roughing call. No, it's going to be interference on Riley Oprud. Oprud's into the box. 2:33 left in the third. Said it before, and I'm going to say it again. It's not over till the Fat Lady sings with this Bottineau hockey team. They call a timeout. They're going to put their best foot forward here. We'll take a break as well. We'll come back. 2:30 left in this contest. Minot leads 5-2, but the Braves go to the power play.
Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We want to wish all student athletes good luck this season, and may the friendships you make and lessons you learn last a lifetime. At First International Bank and Trust, we're more than a bank. We're a family, a partner in the community where we live and work. We're proud of all that you are accomplishing and can't wait to see what your future holds. Good luck to all the teams. First International Bank and Trust, live first.
Well, we've got an update from Bismarck. The Demons are up on the Mandan Braves 5-0. It looks like the Demons are punching their ticket to stay alive and play at 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon against the loser of this hockey game here today. Will it be Bottineau or will it be Minot High? The Braves have a power play for the next 2 minutes with 2:33 left here in regulation. Amsbaugh's got it at the line. Slap shot coming, tipped in front, knocked down, went down to the corner, and it's going to be set up over on the far side wing where Rybczynski goes in after it. Matt Olson's got it, far side half wall. Up to the point for Amsbaugh. Quarterbacking from up there, dropped it back over. Matt Olson's going to skate in with it. Far side circle, shot on goal. Rybczynski tipped it in front, and Sortland stoned him. Came back away to the point, up top now. Here's a drive from Handel and sent that one wide. The defense chances lively here at the Pepsi rink. Amsbaugh makes a move, sends it in, tipped out in front, shot save. Oh, they scored! Bottineau-Rugby has scored, and they're going to wave the goal off. The goal has been waved off at the side of the net. All 5 of the Braves are right at the side of the cage, and they are talking it over with Jason Sauls right now. Hand pass is going to be the call. And the faceoff's going to come all the way back in Bottineau's end, as he and Amsbaugh and company are not impressed with that call. That brings the Bottineau 5 that are on the ice to a pretty animated body language, and for good reason. They thought they brought it back within 2. Faceoff comes down on the glove side of Tyler Olson. Will they pull the goaltender with 1:55 left? And a power play for 1:20. Amsbaugh's back in behind his net, needs to turn the motor on. They're running out of time here with 1:45 to play in regulation. Up to center, Matt Olson spun it to Amsbaugh. He's hit over the blue line. Olson now is going to get the call. Olson's going to the Bottineau-Rugby bench. And they've got 6 attackers against Minot High's 4 now with an empty net to my left. Here's a drive and on goal. Sortland went down and he gloved it. 89 seconds left in the hockey game. Minot leads 5-2. What a sheer treat this one has been tonight. We knew it was going to be a war. It has been. Shots are 29-14. Minot High on top. It's just been a hard-working, hard-hitting hockey game here tonight from the word go. So much talent on the ice. Start the bus chant comes alive. Amsbaugh at the line. One-timer sent it in. Sortland went down, made the save. Rebound, side of the net, still scrumming for it. Back in behind Sortland. Puck's out of the cage. Makes another save. Puck's going to be taken here by Morelli, trying to free it up to the point. He does. Amsbaugh's got it over to Handel it. Handel it, sends it across. We're down to 1:05 to play. 30 seconds remaining. Big hit there from Thongfett, and Thongfett's going to free the puck. Taken and fired down, just wide of the cage on the right side of the empty net attempt. 20 seconds remains of power play time. More importantly, 50 seconds to play here in regulation. Puck is going to go down underneath the net, in behind. This one all but over right now. 40 seconds remaining. They got to do it quick. Amsbaugh's going to come up through center. He's over the blue line. Amsbaugh in with a move. Then Bonebrake took it from him. Bonebrake ridden off of the corner by Amsbaugh. Final half a minute to play. Minot High is going to play for a region title on Saturday afternoon. More importantly, the Magi are going to host a first-round game at the state tournament right here at the Pepsi rink, and they're stamping their 38th ticket to the state high school hockey tournament, the most in the West region. Shortland makes the save. Rebound, kids counting down. We're at 10 seconds. Now 9, now 8, now 7. Luck's got a chance at an empty net. He's going to shoot. He scored. Jaden Luck puts it into the back of the net. It's 6-2 Magi. This place is wired right now as the Magicians add insult to injury and pick up their 6th of the game. And Jaden Luck's the one to do it. 2.8 to play here in the contest. They're going to face it off one more time at center. Bottineau-Rugby is going to play Bismarck High, it looks like, on Saturday. The Magi are going to play the Century Patriots. The Magicians rush the ice and celebrate with their all-state netminder, Trey Sortland. Bottineau goes down and consoles their goaltender, Tyler Olson. He was busy tonight. He had 30 shots against. He made 25 saves. The Magicians are going to go to the student section and celebrate. My goodness. What a game this one was. 6-2 is the final. Let's go to the Pro Style Production DJ Services post-game show. We'll have our players of the game. We'll have the full game reset. Trey Sortland's going to go all the way down to the other end. How about that act of sportsmanship? Sortland goes down and talks to Tyler Olson. Tyler Olson leaves the ice surface with the bucket off. How about Trey Sortland just now? Man, I love that kid. Everybody else is celebrating with the student section. And Trey Sortland went all the way down to the other end of the ice to talk to Tyler Olson, the opposing goaltender, to show his respect. In a heartbreaking loss tonight for Bottineau. They're not done yet, however. I've still got Bottineau moving on to the state high school hockey tournament. They're going to have to do it on Saturday right back here at the Pepsi rink, and they're going to have to beat Bismarck or Mandan. Looks like it's going to be the Demons. What a night tonight. Don't you love North Dakota high school hockey? The Magi fans certainly do right now. Braves fans, nothing to hang their heads about tonight. That Magi team is deep. They played well tonight. Some of their best hockey I've seen out of them all year long. 6-2 is the final. We'll come back with a Pro Style Production DJ Services postgame show. Final tonight, the Magi win by 4, 6-2 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Let's go to the postgame show.
Better Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettoOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetto Orthodontics.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we don't see a new car buyer or a used car buyer. We see a person giving us a chance to earn their trust, and we take that personally. We detail and inspect every pre-owned vehicle on our lot. So when you buy one, you'll leave feeling confident that the car is in great condition and you got a great value. Like this 2017 Sierra 1500 Crew, priced at an even 30 grand. That's more than $2,000 below NADA book value. Come see us today at Ryan Buick GMC, your dealership of choice.
Premier Movement of Minot is now open. It's time to focus on your better health. Premier Movement is taking all the necessary precautions and guidelines for social distancing and safety. On top of that, by design, our workout classes have always featured small groups for better focus, accountability, and better results. And speaking of accountability, we're locally owned and take pride in the services we provide in helping clients achieve their fitness goals. Try a free 2-week trial and see for yourself. Find us at premiermovementnd.com.
Don't put off little fixes around the house any longer. Call FTK LLC Property Maintenance and Improvement. That's FTK. No job too big or too small. Take care of your spring cleanup and tree trimming and removal. Schedule your spring cleanup now. Call 701-340-5524 or find us on Facebook. Again, schedule now. Spring is right around the corner. FTK Property Maintenance and Improvement, LLC.
Minot is a uniquely connected community. We've been through a lot together, continually moving forward. First Western Bank and Trust has been a part of it all. A real local bank with good people, convenience, and the technology you want and deserve. Banks often claim we're here for you, but at First Western Bank and Trust, we can say we are you. First Western Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Internet is an essential part of life today. So why is it so hard to figure out how much speed you actually need? At SRT, we provide fast, reliable internet packages to help you live your best internet lifestyle. So you can enjoy seamless connections across every device in every room. Get our popular social package for only $45.95 a month. Great for the whole family. It doesn't have to be difficult to get Wi-Fi that works. Contact SRT and start loving your internet.
This presentation of the PSP Network is brought to you by Bolt Pre-Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, First Western Bank and Trust, the UPS Store, Qdoba, and Arbo Photography.
Minot High and Century tied for the West Region Championship of the regular season. Say that one more time. It's over. Oh my goodness, we've got an update. The Dickinson Midgets just stunned the Jamestown Blue Jays. The Midgets advance to the final day of the Region Hockey Tournament in overtime. Dickinson gets the job done against Jamestown 3-2. Hats off to the young man in low from Dickinson that came in on Tuesday night. I talked about his numbers of 15 goals against average and a 58% save percentage. He almost pinched a shutout tonight, gave 2 up late at the end, and they end up advancing off of his heroics tonight against some of the top producers in the state, Ninow and Thompson. What a night that was for Dickinson. What a night tonight for the Magi. Back to that. Minot High and Century tied the regular season for the top spot in the WDA. Century had the tiebreaker because they beat Minot High by a pair on an empty net goal at the VFW Sports Center. And now the rubber match to decide who's the number 1 seed in the West Region after Minot High takes down Bottineau-Rugby tonight 6-2. Nick Holberg here for the Pro Style Production DJ Services postgame show here tonight. If you're having an event, a special event, a reunion, a party, or a wedding reception, Pro Style Production DJ Services be more than happy to talk to you about why we offer a money-back guarantee. We would certainly enjoy talking to you about your special event coming up here tonight. It's the Pro Style Production DJ Services postgame show after Minot High takes down Bottineau-Rugby tonight 6-2, 3-2 in the final. 3-2 final tonight here for Dickinson over Jamestown. Mandan trailing Bismarck High by a score of 5-0. And Century got past Williston tonight by a score of 5-4. That was an overtime game. How do you like two games that needed overtime in North Dakota high school hockey on the West Region tonight to see who advances and who stays alive? This has been a fun year, to say the least, for high school hockey on the west side of the state. Let's talk about this one now in the game reset. Brought to you by our friends at Clean Tech. Coming to the rescue since 1992, Clean Tech can be found online, cleantechllc.us. Again, Clean Tech offers COVID-19 response as well with disinfecting and sanitizing for your home or business. Give Clean Tech a call or again find them online, cleantechllc.us. Clean Tech coming to the rescue since 1992. Time for the reset to this game and how it went down here tonight. Second period was probably the most lively with 5 goals scored tonight in the second. 2 in the first, 1 in the third. The Magi ended up with 6 of them, and the Braves from Bottineau-Rugby ended up with 2 of them. Derwin Hauser scored first tonight, a minute 30 into the hockey game. And for Hauser, that was his 4th of the year. Esslinger had an assist, and so did Gabe Thongfett. Jake Tice then got a goal at 8:31, an even strength goal. Jaden Luck had an assist, and Gabe Thongfett did as well again. And a good first period for the Magi. They outshot Bottineau-Rugby in the first 11-6. In the second, the Magi had the shot column taken care of again. They outshot Bottineau-Rugby 10-4 in the second. But it was Ian Amsbaugh that struck for first blood in the middle period. 53 seconds and a shorthanded goal from Amsbaugh had the Braves back within 1. Aiden Morelli and Zach Deal got on the board. It was Morelli's power play goal that was his 12th of the year that put the Magicians back up by a score of 3-1. They then made it 4-1 on a goal from Bryce Hall that was assisted by Jaden Luck. And then it was 4-2 again as Riley Bieberdorf snuck one in from the point. He put it past Trey Sortland with the help of Lorenz and Ian Amsbaugh. Bieberdorf picking up goal number 3 on the season. Bryce Hall at 12:53 added his second to the game. Kelton Esslinger's on the board again with another assist, and so was Dawson Knutson. Minot High at that point heads into the final frame with a 5-2 lead. And in the third period, an empty net goal with just 2 seconds remaining. Jaden Luck found the empty net with the help of Ben Bonebrink. And Minot High goes on to win tonight 6-2. Shots in the third were 9-6 in favor of the Magi. They outshot the Braves tonight 30-16. Quality scoring chances total tonight were 9-7 in favor of the Magi. Faceoffs won belong to the Bottineau-Rugby Braves tonight. 21 faceoffs complete compared to the 20 that Minot High won here tonight. So that category belonged to Bottineau tonight. Power plays, Minot High had 4, the Braves had 2. Minot scored 2 power play goals, 1 shorthanded goal for Bottineau-Rugby tonight, and they went 0 for 2 on the power play. Those are your numbers in the game reset, brought to you by our friends, again, at Clean Tech. Tyler Olson, 24 saves on 29 shots tonight, 14 saves on 16 shots tonight here for Trey Sortland. It was a big night tonight for the Minot Magicians, who advanced to the state high school hockey tournament for the 38th time, the most in the WDA. If Bismarck can hang on, they will tie that number with the Magi for the most appearances from the West Region at the state high school hockey tournament. It's not over for the Braves. They're not done yet. Bottineau losing tonight is going to move on to play the winner of Bismarck and Mandan. That game will take place at 1 p.m. here at the Pepsi Rink coming up on Saturday. If I'm a betting man, I've got Amsbaugh and Tyler Olson and company going to the state tournament as the number, what would that make them? That would make them the number 3 seed, as Williston and Dickinson will play. Well, they might be the 4 seed depending on if Williston or Dickinson is going to win that hockey game. Williston and Dickinson will play at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning. 10 a.m. for Saturday morning with Dickinson and Williston. At 1 p.m., the Demons, if they can hang on to a 5-0 lead against the team that scored the least amount of goals in the WDA and Mandan, I think they probably will. They will take on Bottineau-Rugby. That's Bismarck against Bottineau-Rugby at 1. And then the region title game is set up for Century and Minot High at 4 p.m. And that will be an afternoon affair and a matinee game that will be worth the price of admission. Minot State plays later that night as well. Busy day for the PSP Network. We'll be here at the Pepsi Rink for all of it. Minot High secures home ice for the first round of the state high school hockey tournament as well. They are going to end up, depending on if they beat Century or not, the worst they could finish or from the east side of the state. And we'll have all that for you on Saturday on scenarios and who they're going to play and all that good stuff. We should probably know on Saturday by 4 p.m. But for the first time in history, Minot High School will have a home game for the state high school hockey tournament here at the Pepsi rink. It is going to be a fun run. It's not done yet for the Magi, and again, I don't think it's done yet for the Braves either. When we come back, we're going to take a look at our players of the game tonight. How do you pick on a night like tonight? My least favorite part of the broadcast coming up next. We'll select our players of the game when we come back. The Magi win tonight, 6-2.
Connected community. We've been through a lot together, continually moving forward. First Western Bank and Trust has been a part of it all. A real local bank with good people, convenience, and the technology you want and deserve. Banks often claim we're here for you, but at First Western Bank and Trust, we can say we are you. First Western Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Go for lunch, frequent supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza.
When shopping for your next vehicle, shop Drive Chevrolet Buick, the dealer with the hometown buying experience and the big town inventory. Drive Chevrolet Buick has locations in Bottineau, Rugby, and Harvey. Browse the massive inventory online at drivechevrolet.com. New and used selections with small town prices. Our deals are worth the drive. drivechevrolet.com.
This is Kevin Vigestead from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We want to wish all student athletes good luck this season, and may the friendships you make and lessons you learn last a lifetime. At First International Bank and Trust, we're more than a bank. We're a family, a partner in the community where we live and work. We're proud of all that you are accomplishing and can't wait to see what your future holds. Good luck to all the teams. First International Bank and Trust, live first.
This presentation of the PSP Network is brought to you by Beaupre Law Firm, Clean Tech, 701 Realty, Magic City Inspections, First International Bank and Trust, Height Construction, Premier Movement, Premier Chiropractic, Subway, Tires Plus, Minot's Finest Collision Center, United Agronomy, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Morelli's Distributing, Planet Pizza, Century Eyewear, First Western Bank and Trust, the UPS Store, Qdoba, and Arbo Photography.
The Magi from Minot High advance to the region championship game to take on Bismarck Century. On Saturday at 4 p.m. with a 6-2 win tonight. Nick Holberg here for the Pro Style Production DJ Services post-game show. Fun one tonight from the Pepsi Rink in the semifinals. The Magi stamped their ticket to the state tournament for the 38th time. The most in the West region. Bottineau-Rugby not done yet. Looks like they're going to play Bismarck High at 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, looking for their 16th appearance in the state tournament, first since 2012. My money's on the Braves. I've said that all year long, and I'm holding true to my guns. I think they may get there. We're going to find out on Saturday when the dust settles. We'll have it all put together for you. Time for our least favorite part of the broadcast tonight, our players of the game. Hauser, Tice, Amsbaugh, Morelli, Hall, Bieberdorf, Hall, Luck, Esslinger, Knudsen, Amsbaugh, Lorenz, Luck, Deal, Luck, Thongfett, and Esslinger are the ones that have their names on the score sheet tonight. And Bonebrink, by the way, he assisted on that Luck goal as well. It was quite a night for a lot of guys here tonight. Goaltending, Sortland was good. I thought Tyler Olson wasn't bad by any means here tonight. Just didn't go his way. Minot High and their depth had too much for him here tonight. Time for our stars of the game, brought to you by Minot's Finest Collision Center. 839-0989. We are Minot's Finest. Big thanks to Minot's Finest Collision Center, bringing you the stars of the game here tonight. Thought Gabe Thongfett was pretty good tonight on the back end. He had 2 assists in the hockey game tonight. He did a good job of shutting down Ian Amsbaugh. That can be overlooked quite a bit in these matchups. Morelli against Amsbaugh all night. That can be overlooked. Morelli had a goal here tonight as well. Tice had a goal. That was a big one for him tonight. He shut down Amsbaugh as well. I'm going to go with Esslinger with a pair here tonight. He hasn't been on the board for us all the year. He had a pair of assists here tonight. Thought he did a good job in this matchup. He had some matchups out there against Amsbaugh as well. Luck is going to be one of my stars of the game tonight. 1 goal, 2 assists for Jaden Luck. He was shut down defensively as well tonight. But my star of the game is Bryce Hall tonight with a pair of goals for the Magicians. Kid that came into the season this year not knowing probably where Minot, North Dakota even was when he came into the year. And he is a transplant that came in, and he has done a fantastic job. Bryce Hall is our player of the game here tonight. Came in with 6 points. He's going to leave with 8. And he had a couple big ones in this hockey game here tonight. There's your Minot's Finest Collision Center stars of the game here tonight. Hall will be number 1. Luck number 2. Esslinger number 3. There's so many different ways you could go with that. There's so many guys that did a great job here tonight, but that's who's going to get our credit. And it just goes to show how deep that Minot High hockey team is. Deep again here in 2021. All chips are on the table, however, for the Magi. If it's not this year, I don't think it's going to be next either for the Magicians. They've got a good shot here this year. I was on record last year at the state tournament saying that Minot High was going to win the West. Had a tournament preview show with Bob Gillard and Ryan Cunningham from Grand Forks and KNOX Radio and Larry McFall. I talked about the Magi being a team that I thought probably in the conversation to win the state high school hockey tournament. Didn't know that we're going to lose as many players as we did off to different midget programs and things like that. Think about how good Minot High would be with those 8 kids that are no longer in the Magic City playing high school hockey. We'd be dusting people. It wouldn't even be close. Not a chance. However, the crew that they've got now is solid as well, and they did a nice job tonight. 6-2 is the final. The Magi get the win. We'll have coverage again coming up on Saturday here from the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena. We will have coverage of all the games that don't have radio coverage. Bottineau Radio will be here on Saturday for that matchup. So Bottineau and Bismarck High are taken care of. Not sure if Williston or Dickinson will have coverage. So we will have coverage of that one. It looks like probably for sure, unless Williston brings somebody over. You can find that information on the PSP Network website, www.pspnetwork. We will have a full list of where you can listen to these hockey games. And if there's no radio coverage, you'll get it right here on the PSP Network. Of course, the region title game, we will have that as well at 4 o'clock with a 3:30 pregame show for the Magi and the Patriots in game number 3 of the year between those two teams. Minot High hasn't won it since 2006. Is this the year for the Magi? We're going to find out on Saturday. Big thanks to Eric Herbal for stopping by tonight. Great to see Mr. Hockey, Mr. Bottineau from back in the day. Thanks to Jason Bennett and Jordan Willard for their time tonight as well. Thank you, the fans, for joining us here tonight. Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. First International Bank and Trust, final score tonight, 6 for the Magi, 2 for the Braves. We continue on Saturday. Until then, good night and God bless.
And family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esfold. Find them online at ackermanesfold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esfold. Find them at ackermanesfold.com.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Systems go for lunch. Frequent supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an